Greetings. Cheer 100.
I don't normally drink, but when I do, it's Tesco Value Creosote. Love that brown! You ain't never seen a grid of this size before here on Number Grid. On the equations. I saw you there, Ape. Throwing those shapes around. Here's a little help. There we go.
Shear 100. Imagine a game of in the grid that size.
it's relativity.
I'm sorry. What? What the hell was that, TTS? Fuck's sake. Oh my god! And here was me. I was actually gonna go for the big one, but that happened.
100.
Okay, hang on.
Ash.x has stopped working.
I'll start in a moment. Don't worry. I'm going to redo it again and actually do it with my own voice. There should be a subscription alert coming through. There it is. From Mark.
2 years, 2 months.
2 years, 2 months. Thank you very much for the 26-month resub. Let me restart that again so that I can do my voice instead of whatever the hell TTS managed to do. But please clip that because that was just a bit ridiculous. Anyway, roll titles second time. Don't come in with some TTS now, all right? Otherwise, we'll be here forever. It's your own time you're wasting. The fuck was that? It really doesn't know what to do with multiple vowels, does it? Right, take three. Back to first places, back to first positions, and let's roll titles again.
This could a relatively fun stream if everyone stopped using my TTS. Oh, wait.
Hello and welcome to Quiz Night. Oh my god, what has happened already? I have no idea. By gum. It is Quiz Night. Welcome on in. It is Friday. I don't know what I'm doing right now, but it's all your fault out there. Giving me lovely support and stuff.
17 months already. Alexa, play Edge of 17 by Stevie Nicks.
Oh, Sunny Cat, yeah, I had an extra space in there, so I didn't treat that as an actual tag, I'm afraid. But thank you for the 17 months. Greatly appreciate that. It's actually 18 months you've been resubscribed. What? Hang on. It says resubscribed for 18 months. They've been subscribed for 17 months. Continuously, I guess. Maybe there was a gap somewhere. But yeah, 18-month resub. So that's actually your Twitch twins there. Your Twitch twins coming in there. Sunny Cat, thank you very much for the 18-month resub. Let me go through all the other support there. We've got Matt with 100 bits. Thank you. Dalton with the 5-month resub with the which definitely did not sound like a 100 bits from Matt again. I stopped working. 26 months from Mark, which is 2 years, 2 months. 2 months. Thank you very much for that. TVB8 Polska with me. Thank you for me. And hang on. Go away, submission. I'm trying to read the things. Right, now I have such a tiny little thing to read from. What is this? 100 bits from Matt the Ref. Thank you. Then the hype train came through. Andrew, thank you for the follow, Andrew. Appreciate that. And I hope you're doing well. Only with 100 bits with the creosote. Tesco value creosote. Love that brown. Oren with a 31-month resub with the greetings. And Mr. Vertigo with the 10-month resub that I kind of provided. Thank you very much for all of the support out there, and I hope you're doing well this wonderful Friday evening here on Twitch. God, it's cold outside. It's definitely October when it's already approaching freezing outside. I think it's going to go as low as 4 degrees Celsius tonight, but last night was like 2 degrees Celsius. It was a bit ridiculously cold. Thankfully, heating is working in the house, so I don't have to worry about that. Just once I leave the house for work in the morning, it's a bit bit nippy. Exactly, Dalton. A bit nippy. But we can stay in, nice and cosy, and do some quiz. That's what we can do, can't we? So, we've got 2 games for you tonight. We've got Relativity, and later on we have got Wipeout. Let's get on with the lobby. Let's open up the lobby for Relativity, which you can play either in Hackbox or on Twitch.
Cheer 100.
Also, shameless plug, buy Q&L tickets.
Thank you, Matt, for the very unsubtle shameless plug. Please buy Q&L 2 tickets.
Cheer
indeed.
100 up in Spaceman. I also have Chinese food.
Oh, Chinese food. I had some Chinese food last week. But yes, I didn't have much fanciness tonight. Just a little bit here and there. Anyway, lobby, if you want to join in, either on Hackbox or on Twitch, either will work with the same room code of SZKG. That is your room code to enter in for tonight's game. If you are playing on Hackbox, please log in with Twitch first. We'll go to the top right corner of the Hackbox page and clicking the little Twitch icon, logging in with your account so that I know how I'm going to pay the doots out to you, because otherwise I won't. And speaking of doots, I found out why 5 minutes to 40 didn't pay out the doots. It is because it's trying to pay to it's connecting to an HTTP address for the Doots Bank, which the modern versions of Unity just straight up disallow by default. So I have to turn on the setting to say that I can do that, or go to the HTTPS site instead. Problem is, I can't do the HTTPS site because I use the same code. Well, yeah, I have the same code for my older versions Unity, where connecting to an HTTPS link doesn't work because of TLS stuff. I mean, that's like ancient stuff, but I do still have like 1 or 2 games that run on really ancient versions of Unity, and so I kind of need to maintain support for both. So they're both connecting on HTTP right now. I just had to turn off the security setting for the modern versions of Unity so that they can actually talk to that server. Well, I mean, what I could probably do is change the code so that it's version agnostic, not version agnostic. It respects the Unity version and then goes, if it's an old one, you can do HTTP. If it's a newer one, do HTTPS. I really should be doing HTTPS because it is more secure that way, but it's the Duke Bank. There's not much that's actually going on over there, so I'm not, reasonably happy with how I'm actually talking to the server anyway. None of you even have access to the particular API, so it's it's very, very, very restricted, and hopefully you shouldn't be able to do. I mean, I'm not going to issue it as a challenge, but yeah, don't. And if you do happen to hack into some extra doots, you will be slapped on the wrist and maybe even be banned from the community. But we'll see how that goes. No, actually, I wouldn't ban you from the community because you would have found an exploit, and I'd actually applaud that. Bug bounty, that kind of thing. So actually, I wouldn't ban you for the community for doing that. That would be finding a hole in something, and yeah, I would actually applaud that. Anyway. That's other stuff. I haven't even said anything about authors for tonight's game. So for tonight's game of Relativity, sorry, I had to put that pun in there, and there's the buzz for you. Relativity, oh, hang on. I've got to do this first. Sportsy's coming in with a sub in a moment, if the thing wants to work. There it goes. 44 months?
I promise I'll get this right. You'll get a question and predict the correct numerical question over 3 rounds. Top 6 go to the Steps of Knowledge, then 2 advance to the Temple Games. The winner faces Olmec's Temple for a chance to go to Space Camp.
Space Camp. It's such a weird emphasis there at the end of the Space Camp. But I don't know if I can provide such a chance. But maybe in a special charity edition, I could do that. But you're close with the rules again, Sportsy, but not quite there. But hopefully, I can tell you all of the rules as we go on. What am I using for the voice generation? That is 11 Labs, Chris, and I've uploaded a sample of my voice to that to generate a sort of pseudo voice of mine, and that's how it all works. So yeah, I've got that. I use that for 5 minutes to fortune as well for the question reading voice, which is me but read in a different, more deliberate way, slower, but then manually sped up but kept lower, if that makes any sort of sense. I actually edit my own voice before uploading it to 11 Labs to make it more like the voice that's on the show, without actually using the voice of the show. So anyway, Solar Espion, that's where I was getting to. Solar Espion is the author of tonight's game of Relativity, and according to the proof at Inca, it has been phenomenally well written in terms of questionability, and there's a good variety of questions in here as well, so should be looking forward to a really awesome game of Relativity here tonight, written by Solar Espion. Dealing with your bullshit tonight, indeed. As Puzzledan is being very, very generous indeed, gifting out a sub to Mr. Game Show. Thank you very much for the gifted sub, and Mr. Game Show, welcome on in to the sub fam, the bashers, whatever I call it. I don't know.
Borealis at this time of year, at this time of day, in this part of the country, localized entirely within your kitchen.
Yes. Thank you for the 53-month resub there, Milk, and I missed out on the Aurora Borealis. It was out there. Various other people in the Sheffield area managed to snap some pics, but I didn't know until later on, and then I just missed my opportunity. No, you can't see it, I'm afraid, pray. So, yeah, I missed out on that, and, it did go on quite fast, didn't it, Mr. Vertigo? Yeah.
This game is gonna be relatively... Oh no, my voice got stuck. I love this feature.
You love this feature? Well, thank you for the 2-month resub there, TVP8 Polska. And that was Brian doing some weird Y action there. Thank you very much for the 2-month resub. Too much light pollution for you, Sudicat. I think that was a complaint for a lot of people, and maybe some cloud coverage as well. But there were, I could have had the opportunity to go and see the Aurora Borealis last night if I actually looked out, but I didn't. And it's a thing. It'll happen again at some point, or I go up to Iceland or something like that and go and try and see it for myself, or whatever. Anyway. You may try and go see it tonight, says Milk. Oh, is it heading your way tonight? Is the geomagnetic stuff heading your way? That was the last Oh, did I really miss the last one ever, Ape? Oh, is the sun going to go out? Is that what's happening? The sun's going to turn off and that's it. No more sun ever again. Dang it. Missed my opportunity, didn't I? Oh, well. Anyway. Solar Espion writing this pack of Relativity proofed by Inca. Thank you very much for that. And then later on, we have got a game of Wipeout with 3 boards. Those boards written by Oro Mistaro, Kodakolo, and JPB, but not necessarily in that particular order. We'll see what order that is once we get to that game later on.
Cheer 100.
On a serious note, hope everyone and their friends and families in and around Florida are okay.
Very much so, Matt. My grandparents, they were flying back back to the States on Tuesday, but they were flying back into Atlanta, then was going to be staying around with family for a few days there anyway before heading back down to Florida. So they have dodged it for the most part, but I'm not entirely certain how their property has fared yet, because they actually did have a roof leak from the previous hurricane that came through, and that was sort of being sorted while they're on holiday. So yeah, I need to catch up with them to see what's going on with that, because I'm hoping that the property is still standing okay for them. But yeah. Well wishes to those out there in and around the Florida area, because that was one hell of a hurricane that went through. Check out directly. DRDQ. Okay, yeah. We could probably go and raid into them afterwards, Chris. Actually, thinking about that. Seeing the damage that Milton did to the raised ball poke. Yeah, very much so. Very much so there, Ralph. Right, I think I've waffled for long enough. We've got anytime entry in this game of Relativity, so I think we shall start this game off. Starts in 2-3 hours. Oh, right, okay. So, well, it depends on how much I waffle. We might be able to raid into them then. But we will get this game in the way, and let's play some Relativity. I wish you all the best of luck, and everyone waffle. Yeah, just get your waffles out. And let's launch! How do I play this game again? Oh yeah, that's how I do it. call general relativity. We'll bring the audio down slightly. So in this round, we'll give you a series of statements about particular numbers. However, those statements might not necessarily be as accurate as they first seem. You need to determine whether those numbers should be lower, equal, or higher than what we initially propose. If you are correct in that assessment, you'll get yourself 500 points to add to your total. If you're wrong, well, you get nothing, but there's no lockout or anything like that, so you may as well go for a guess. It's always a 1 in 3 chance at the very least, though if you've got a bit more reckoning powers, you might be able to figure out what the answer should be. If you're playing on Twitch, you can use L, E, or H for lower, equal, higher. You can use the less than symbol, the equal symbol, the greater than symbol, any of the stuff that it will mention in Twitch chat if you want to do that. On Hackbox, you just click a button. Click the lower, equal or higher button depending on what your preference is for the answer, and it will lock that in, and hopefully on Hackbox it will just keep track of all the points for you as well. Okay, if you're all ready, good luck. Here comes your first statement to consider. The best-selling flipper pinball table of all time is the Addams Family, with 45,150 copies sold. Now that number, 45,150, is that lower, equal or higher? So starting off with some pinball tables. We're trying to think of the last time we've had a pinball question on quiz night. I'm struggling to remember. Tadaru knows the exact answer though. Oh, that's very curious. Well, let me do this and let's see where everybody else has gone. Only 3 people believe that is the right number on 45,150. 12 believe it is fewer than that, and 28 believe it is greater than that. Well, Tadaru is sitting in the lower camp, and because you have issued the challenge, Tadaru, I'm gonna ask you for the number right now. If you're gonna say something like that, I'm gonna ask you for the number before I reveal the answer, just to see if you can put your money where your mouth is. 21,270, which is 20,270 original plus 1,000 in the collector's edition. Well, there goes all of my trivia. Yeah, it includes 20,270 from the original 1992 run. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, 20,270 from the original 1992 run and 1,000 from the 1994 limited edition re-release. Several pinball tables from the 1930s prior to the inclusion of electricity or the invention of the flipper sold more than 50,000 copies, but the Addams Family is considered to hold the modern record. Bloody hell. I mean, it's supposed to be about generally reckoning an answer, but I suppose if you just know the numbers, then, you know, this game's super easy. Somehow you need to Tadaru might get that based on where else I see them on Twitch says. Fair enough. Well, I guess if you are into your pinball as heavily as that, then you are going to know that kind of thing. I know previously, I think Ralph was in one of the special relativity finals, and we asked a question about, I think, Pac-Man high score, I think it was, and Ralph knew that number completely on the nose. So there are a couple of those occasions where that's going to happen, but most of the time it's going to be more wishy-washy. But congratulations on the knowledge. Gets you 500 points for going the right way, along with 11 other players that also said lower. You think second on the list is 8-Ball with 20,232. Does this thing list the order on the list? Let's have a look. No, this is just the one entrant in the list specifically. Okay, fair enough. You've been to a convention panel hosted by someone who's played a perfect game of Pac-Man, so you knew that then. There, fair enough, Ralph. Okay, we will continue on, moving on to statement number 2, which is something completely different. As of October of 2024, the Indianapolis 500 race has been held a total of 108 times. Lower, equal, or higher? The Indianapolis 500. Well, surely the answer's 500. No, wouldn't be that easy now, would it? Stumped on this one, says Matt. It's a motorsport question. You should know something about that, surely. No, most people, when they think about motorsport, it's about F1. That was the whole reason for me trying to put Formula 1 in the bin with the Runes game. But yeah, I failed to do that. Let's have a look to see where you've all gone. Ooh, interesting. So, 20 believe that is the correct number of races at 108. 11 believe there have been fewer than 108. And 12 believe greater than 108 races. Well, it was first run in 1911. It was not held during 1917 to 1918 due to World War I. And it wasn't held between 1942 to 1945 due to World War II. But the correct answer from 1911 onwards, excluding those years, is 108 times exactly. That is the right number. It was equal that you should have gone for, and the majority did go the right way. 46% went the right way on saying equal. Congratulations to all the equalers, getting 500 points for that. Yes, all the way back in 1911. Pinball helped me here too. I remember 1911 for the back glass of the i500 pinball. Okay, fair enough, Tara. I mean, I guess whatever works. Whatever knowledge works, I suppose. That's kind of impressive. Let's put that one away. The Slumdog pinball machine. Just imagine every single question is pinball related in some way. I would struggle. I'd be interested to see if you can get pinball out of this next one, though. And for those outside the UK, I apologise ahead of time. The longest motorway in the UK is the M6 at 403 miles. Lower, equal, or higher than 403 miles. Yeah, I don't know where you get pinball in this one. Good, we found some limits. We found the limit switches. Yeah, the longest motorway in the UK is the M6, but is it 403 miles long? What do you reckon? Okay, 4 believe that is the correct length of the M6. 23 believe it is shorter than 403 miles. 16 believe it is greater than 403 miles. So I can tell you that 403 miles is the approximate driving distance if you were to go from London to Glasgow. But that's not where the M6 goes, I'm afraid. It goes in a kind of different direction. It is, in fact, shorter at 231 miles long instead. Yeah, according to the Institution of UK Civil Engineers, the M6 proper, not the M6 toll, that's another one, that's another thing to consider, but the M6 proper only covers 231 of those 403 miles. Yeah, so lower was the correct answer. Just over half of you went the right way, saying lower, getting 500 points for that. Nicely done. I actually don't really travel on the M6 a great deal. I go with the M1, the M18, the A1M. Yes, that's weird. And those the typical motorways that I would be travelling on around Sheffield area. You could try and play pinball on it, Possedan. You would struggle, but you can. I would like a correct answer, please, says Chris. Let me see if I can help you with question number 4, which is, well, we're going into a completely different ballpark once again. Question 4 is this. The largest Lego set ever by piece count is the Lego Art World map with 10,001 pieces. Is that lower, equal, or higher? Just over 10,000? Not exactly 10,000. Interesting. There are Lego pinball machines. Jesus Christ. This is going to be the ongoing theme for tonight, is it? Is pinball. Gonna get a pinball wizard up here. Let's see where you've all gone. only 2 of you have faith that it is fewer than 10,001 pieces. So 10,000 or into 4 digits territory. 7 believe that is the correct number of pieces. 35, though, overwhelmingly going with greater than 10,001 pieces. So yes, the Lego Art World map is indeed the largest Lego set ever by their piece count. But it's not 10,001, no. It is 11,695. The 10,001, that is reserved for the number of pieces in Eiffel Tower set instead, which is the second largest set by piece count behind the Art World map, which is 11,695 pieces. Yeah, quite a few pieces in that collection. Do we have a total of how much it will be to buy said set? Let me have a quick look. On the Lego site, it's a retired product. You can't buy it right now, so you have to go on eBay or something like that to buy one at a hideously marked up price instead. But 35 of you, 79% of our playing base got that right, getting 500 points. Very well done. That is an incredibly unsatisfying number of pieces. What, 10,001? I suppose it's palindromic, though, K-Jarves. That's one way of looking at it. It's 10001. It looks binary as well. Yeah, I suppose. But yeah, 11,695, sort of here nor there. It's not quite 12,000. It's a bit over 11,000. It's just, yeah, it is what it is. Right, we've got two more questions, 2 more statements in this round before we go to the leaderboard for the first time. So question number 5, statement number 5, have a look at this. Okay, thanks, Zeus. At the 2022 Winter Olympics, a total of 149 goals were scored during the entire men's ice hockey tournament, not including shootouts. Lower, equal, or higher? Zeus going with a 1 in 3, not even looking at the question. At the 2022 Winter Olympics, a total of 149 goals were scored during the entire men's ice hockey tournament, not including shootouts. So yeah, this is just the men's side of things, no women's side, so only half the genders. Okay, let's have a look to see where you've gone. 20 of you have gone down the middle, going with equal on 149 goals being the right number. 18, though, believe there are fewer than 149 goals. And then 5 believe that there are more than 149 goals. What can I say on this one? So I can say there were 99 goals scored in the group stages alone. Yeah, no, I said that, and I instantly regretted that, Jack. I kind of said that, then regretted it. There were 99 in the group stage, and 51 in the knockout rounds, which was the exact total of 149. That does not include the 2 shootout winners, which are equivalent to football's penalty kicks, which appear as a game-winning goal in the official final score instead. But yes, 149 was the correct answer, and equals what you should have gone for. 20 of you did go the right way. Congratulations, getting 500 points for that. Does it say which game had the most goals? Let's have a quick look at the link provided. Does it say? I'd have to go through every single individual game to get that information. So I can't. Yeah, I'm not going to spend the time right now to do that. Somebody else can in their own time. But right now I can't. But congratulations if you went down the middle there on equal. That was correct, getting 500 points. One more statement left in the round then, and if you're all ready, take a look at this one. The most recent photos taken from the surface of Venus were by the Venera 14 lander in 1995. Lower, equal, or higher? Lower meaning a year before 1995, higher meaning a year after 1995. So it should be before, equal, or after for this particular question. Think you know the exact year? Well, we might be coming to you in a moment to test your mettle on that. But for the moment, let's have a look to see where everybody's gone. 4 believe that is the right year, 1995. 19 say it was before 1995. 21 say it was after 1995. So kind of 50-50 either way here, with just 4 languishing in the middle, thinking that is the right year. TVP8 Polska, where did you go? You went lower on this one, so what year did you think it was before I reveal the answer proper? Venera 40 was a Soviet mission, and I recall it was 1975 to 6, you say. Well, I can tell you. Venera was a Soviet space program that launched 16 missions between 1961 and 1984. Well, I mean, that's already told you the answer here. It's going to be lower. The Venera 14 was in 1982. 15 and 16 were orbital missions, and no pictures have been taken of the surface since. But Venera 14, that was in 1982. So it was a little after what you thought there, TVP at Polska. But you were still right to go with lower. All of the years of Venera were before 1995 that we initially provided. So 500 points going to you, along with 18 other people as well. And that brings you to close on round number 1. Shall we have a look at the leaderboard to see how you're doing? Everyone has points. We love to see that. Everybody is off the mark somewhat. And we've got a good number of players as well. 45 players currently here playing some Relativity. This is what I love to see. Thank you very much for all joining in. At the top of the leaderboard, we have a tie between Monte, Mark and Drahuska on 2,500 points. Then we've got a just enormous way tie on 2,000 points between Topper, Prey, Amy, TJ, Cuss, Tukan, Matt, BC, Jerry, Colo, Brian and Mr. Game Show. And then an even more big tie on 15th place, and you can see all the others there. What was the thing? Number of players with 4-digit scores after round 1. 31 or more was the prediction. Oh my god. Okay. Not many getting that prediction right from looks of things then. Only 1,010. Okay. Well then. That's 198x. That is one hell of a scale up there. Congratulations. If you got the prediction right there, 31 or more on 4 digits or more. That's impressive. That's impressive. I didn't even notice that was going on until it just glowed green for me. BC broke the bank. Well, that's the end of round number 1. Shall we move on to the next round? I think we shall. Round number 2. And we call it Range Relativity. So in round number 2, we will now give you a question. You need to give me a numerical response. The closer you are to the correct answer, the more points that you can get. A maximum of 1,000 if you are on the nose. Oh, hello.
100.
Congratulations, BC 2014 and score count. You just won 100,000 Duke coins.
It doesn't even understand how to do ellipses. It's just coughing. Why is it coughing when there's ellipses? That's so weird. But thank you for the 100 bits there, TVP at Polska. Appreciate that. But yes, up to 1,000 if you can get it right on the nose, down to 0 if you are the furthest away, relatively speaking, from the correct answer. We will give you a range of possible answers to work from, a minimum and a maximum value. The answer is somewhere in that range. You can whisper that answer to Quizbot 3000, or if you're on Hackbox, you should actually have a slide that you can slide up and down to put the answer in, or you can enter in a number exactly into the numerical box right by it. But remember to hit the send button. It is not clever enough yet to figure out what you have put in beforehand. I can now do that in theory because I do that in Wipeout, but I haven't implemented that yet in Relativity. So you do still have to hit the send button to submit your answer on this game. So just bear that in mind. It will not lock it in for you. You have to do it yourself. Okay? just to put that out there, make sure you're all aware of how this game will go for this round. Okay? If you're ready, good luck. Here comes the first question of round number 2. How many stairs do athletes have to climb at the ESB Run-Up Stair Climbing Competition at the Empire State Building in New York, USA? The answer is somewhere between 100 and 5,000 stairs. How many stairs do athletes have to climb at the ESB Run-Up Stair Climbing Competition at the Empire State Building in New York, USA? Somewhere between 100 and 5,000. And that is time. Slider vibes are in, says Puzzle Dan. Well, let's see where everybody has gone here and get all of your answers on the slide. And there are a lot of answers. So our lowest guess is Nata with 399 steps, Strahuska with 478, and TJ on 575. Any other significant numbers? We've got Ape and Jerry on 1776. We've got Dalton, Tadaro, and BC on an even 2000. Oni with a 2345. Zeus with a 2367. Prey, Suddy Cat, Cetra all go with a 2569. Vixen with a 2669. Monte with 3000 with Silent Marine. Biggest guess we've got is Matt with 4,466 steps. So yeah, the ESB run-up does not scale the entire building. It goes from the ground floor to the more famous 86th floor observatory for an average of around 18.5 steps per flight. The building is 102 stories tall and will turn 100 years in 2031. The correct number of steps is 1,576. Silver Electron off by 34 steps. A very good guess there. Then it was Ralph and Curse Toucan off by 76 steps the other side. Silver Electron getting 992 points. So you guess nice. And Ralph and Curse Toucan getting 974 points for their guess. Some very, very good scores. Raven Slime, that's a new name. Welcome on in. 944 points to you for a very good guess as well. Going all the way down to, unfortunately, Matt the Ref with your guess over in the 4,000 range. That was at least double the answer we're looking for. Means you are getting nothing on that for being the furthest away from the correct answer. But it's only one question. You can easily catch it up on some other questions instead. Oh, hang on. I see where we're going with this. Based off of the chat.
I am escaping to the one place that hasn't been corrupted by capitalism. Spy-Gaze.
Yeah, not quite Tim Curry, I'm afraid. But it's a decent effort. It's a decent effort. Thank you for the 47-month resub there, Deb. Appreciate it. And certainly there was an attempt. Spice! Jesus Christ. Beef. It has that feel to it. Beef. TTS took 80.5 steps to get that one wrong. Scientific... Oh, God. Is this really going to be scientific progress to figure out what the right thing to do? Oh, God. Anyway. Before you do that, consider the following. And I wonder if someone will know this one straight up or not. Question number 2 is this. How many viruses would you need to destroy in a completed run of levels 0 through 20 of Dr. Mario for the NES? Somewhere between 200 and 2,000 viruses. How many viruses would you need to destroy in a completed run of levels 0 through to 20 of Dr. Mario for the NES? Somewhere between 200 and 2,000. I want to do the maths, but my brain no working. I'm going to say, who's going to do the math? They might know what the progression is, but can you do the math in the time? And if you can't, can you reckon the answer in time instead? Let's put that out there and see where everybody has gone. So our lowest guess is Opsy with 220, Chrono with 325, and Chris on 419. Sue and Mr. Game Show have gone with trip 4s. Brian with 520, Ralph with 605, Manic with 606, Milk with 666 with the trip 6s. Tadara with 800, Aaron with 894. We go to 1,000 with Oni and BC, 1080 with Topper, Mr. Vinigo with 1100, Matt with 1234, 1234 counting up. Prey's gone with 1419, Danny has gone with 1984. I think going with a year of release instead, potentially. Might be a good guess, you never know. Let's see what the correct answer is. $924. Sort of in the middle of nowhere. Natter was the closest, though, getting from 897 up to 924. Not bad at all. 975 points for your guess. Then it was Oren with 972 and Tipster with 968. So the calculation here is the number of viruses at each level is equal to 4 multiplied by the level number plus 1. So it's 4 by 1 added all the way up to 4 by 21. So there's a maximum of 84 on a single stage. So 924 is the sum of all multiples of 4 from 4 to 84 inclusive. That is how the calculation works there. The sum of all multiples of 4 from 4 to 84 inclusive. Well done to Natter with the best guess there. Very well done.
Pride 100.
Oh, hang on.
The only problem with this question was not saying 3, 2, 1 pills to reveal.
Yeah, I probably should have done that, shouldn't I, Sportsy, to do the right thing. But is that, I don't actually do much in the in the Dr. Mario's side of things. I watch a lot of it. I do watch a lot of it, and I greatly support various community members in doing stuff with DRMC, etc. But I don't play it myself. So there you go. We've got Lingo Maniac coming in as well. Hello.
Brightly coloured pills, they'll cure all your ills, just as long as you've got fever or the chills.
There you go. Thank you for the 23-month resub there, Lingo. Just one shy from 2 years. Thank you very much for all of your support tonight. There are names for the tags you could use, and you can sort of split them up. You can go like Brian and Ash. I can't remember any of the other names right now off the top of my head, but if you want to try and guess a name that might be a text-to-speech voice, then there you go. I do have the list somewhere, but I don't have it right now. But anyway, we'll put this one away. And we move on to another question. Moving on to, a sort of geographical question.
Cheer 100. Please include my lovely Welsh boy.
I'm afraid it's not known by Gareth. He is... what? I do believe I do have the Welsh voice, but I don't think it's called Gareth. I think he might be Geraint. Which one is it on Polly? What is it? I think I do have that one. I don't think it's Gareth. Voices Wales. What is the name again? God, where are the names of the voices? TTS Polly voices. Just do that. Available voices. English, Welsh. Where are you? English, British. You've got me. It is. No, it's not Gwyneth. What are you on about? It's not Gwyneth. Have they removed him? Yeah, it's Geraint. It is Geraint. So Geraint is the answer. Have I added Geraint? I hope I have added Geraint. It's a good voice. It is a good voice on TTS. Anyway, while we're doing all that and while you're figuring all that out, we'll move on to another question, shall we? It's a bit geographical, this one. Oh, there we go.
Cheer 100. In the valleys.
Oh, no, I haven't added it. Dang it. Sorry. Thank you for the 100 bits, though. It's not there, then. That's just Brian again.
Cheer 100.
Anyone up for some Balatro after this?
Hey, it says Balatro like that rather than Balatro, which is apparently the right way to say it. Thank you for the 100 bits to the cat.
Cheer 100. please include my lovely Welsh
I will
boy.
add Geraint next time round. I do apologise for those that are trying to redeem the Geraint. I'm afraid it's not there. I will add it for next time. I do apologise to you all. Anyway, we'll move on to the next question, shall we? It's a bit geographical, this one. Question number 3 is this. The Crop River Weather Station recorded more rainfall in 2023 than anywhere else in New Zealand. In centimetres, how much rain fell? Answer between 25 centimetres and 2,500 centimetres. It's not there. Mirage. So you don't need a special tag for that. You just ask me to say it like that, and I'll say it like that. But the sun! Not there. I can see it. But anyway, we're not talking about the sun. We're talking about rainfall here, so you can't even see the sun for the rain. Let's have a look to see where you've all gone with this one. All over the shop. Wow, okay. Lowest guess we've got is Jerry with 444 centimetres. So that's 4.44 metres of rain. That's a lot of rain. Only's gone with 450. Dolphin with 469. We'll go to 858 with Opsy and 888 with Suyu. 10 metres on the line for Silver Electron. Carlo just gone with 4 centimetres over that. Drahuska with the quad ones. Tadaro with the 1269, along with Danny Gambit and Sportsy, in fact. TP8 Polska with 1459. Nat with 1469. Brian with 1700. Prey with 1755. Biggest guess we've got is Oren going with 2,150 centimetres. That's 21 metres and 50. 21.5 metres. That's a lot of rain. I mean, it is over the course of a year, you're right. Yes. That's 21 metres of rain. That's like 21 metres. Say a silly thing, get a silly response. The correct answer looking for here is 21 metres. It's 21 metres. But it's not. It's 1172. 1,172 centimetres. Ralph was off by not too far, actually. 28 centimetres, getting 971 points for that. BC, the other side, equally as distant. 971 points for your guess. Then Curse Tukun, 959 points for your guess. And Drahuska, 938. Yeah, so yes, it is rounded from 11,717 millimetres, equal to approximately 460 inches of rain for those working in imperial measures. 460 inches of rain. God, that's a lot of rain. But yes, across the entire year, 460 inches, 1,172 centimetres, 11,717 millimetres. Whatever your measure is, that is what you go for. And well done to Ralph and BC doing the best. Unfortunately, Oren, your guess was just a bit too big. Getting absolutely nothing for that guess. Unlucky. What's that in Olympic double decker buses? Oh, I don't have that number, I'm afraid, Curse Tukin. You can do that math yourself instead. Alternatively, we can go with some food here. Question number 4 is a very foodie question. How many hot dogs and buns did competitive eater Joey Chestnut eat in 10 minutes to set a world record in 2024? Answer between 10 and 100 hot dogs and buns. Ooh. Lots of answers all of a sudden there. Lockin.wav. Indeed. The hot dog eating contest, or Nathan's famous hot dog eating contest. Okay, let's put that one up there. And let's see where you've all gone with this. Note to self, this dude is not Kirby, no. Lowest guess we've got Cetra with 27, Jogging with 33, as well as Mr. Game Show. Tips with 34. Then we go to 55 with Milk and Cart Quiz. We've got a 60 from Dalton and TP8 Polska. We have a 68 from Opsy. We've got 4 players with a 69. Tadaro, Sooty Cat, Vixen, and TJ with a 69 guess. Suya and Brian have gone with a 77, only with and 8 with a 78. Biggest guess we've got is Ralph with 93 hot dogs and buns in 10 minutes. So yes, this was set during a Netflix Labor Day special during a one-on-one match with fellow eater Takeru Kobayashi at the HyperX Arena in Las Vegas, USA on the 2nd of September 2024. So the women's record in this particular thing is 51 hot dogs and buns, set by Miki Sudo at the Nathan's Famous Hot Dog Eating Contest in Coney Island, New York, USA, on the 4th of July, 2024. So that's the women's record at 51. The men's record, though, is a bit different. Correct answer is... 83, splitting down the middle between Zeus and BC, just one either side. Very good guesses to both of you, getting 982 points for that. Then it was Silent Marine with 964, and then Mark and Curse Tukun with 946, with only an ape on 911. 76 was the old record set on July the 4th a couple of years ago, cause Murica, of course it was. But yeah, it is now 83 is the current record now, held by Joey Chestnut in 2024. Goodness me, that is a lot of hot dogs and buns. That a lot of hot dogs and buns. Unfortunately, Cetra, your guess was a bit too small, getting nothing for that. But everybody else getting some points. Zeus and BC doing the best. No one's got a perfect guess though in range relativity just yet. Can you fix that for the final question of this round though? I doubt it, but you never know. Let's have a look. Question number 5 is this. How heavy is the largest pumpkin ever grown in kilograms?
Yeah, that's right.
Answer between 15 and 1,500 kilograms. Unfortunately, we don't have a Joey voice. You're going to get me to check the list of voices now, aren't you? Yeah, I don't have all of them listed on Polly, and again, I don't have all of them listed on 11 Labs, because I can't. Get Joey from Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah. The only thing is, I'm sure I've heard this somewhere, but you can't remember. Well, let's see where you have reckoned a guess. Mr. Vertigo, your reckoned guess is... Where is your guess? 800. You've gone with a guess of 800 kilograms. Right, okay. Lowest guesses was Avac and Kirsty with 224 kilos. Ralph with 400. Matt with 420. BC with 500. We've got a 666 from Kartquiz Woke Quiz. We've got a 700 from Monte. 800 from Tadaro, Mr. Vertigo mentioned previously. Into the thousands, we've got Topper, Sooty Cat, Danny Gambit, Vixen. All the ones for Jerry. 1,200 for Chris and Silent Marine. Biggest guess is Opsy with 1,376 kilograms. That's like 1,376 kilograms. That's crazy. That is massive value, that is. Well, massive weight, should I say, or mass, if I want to be accurate. Can't possibly be a pumpkin of that magnitude, right? Pretty close, though. 1,247 kilograms was the largest pumpkin ever grown. Abe and me not too far off, only, 13 kilos off with your guess, getting 987 points for that. Then it was Zeus for the next best guess, 976. And then it was Natter with the third best guess, getting 971 points. Yes, 1,247 kilograms. Also worth 2,749 pounds in weight. Grown by Travis Ginja, not entirely certain on the pronunciation there, in Minnesota, USA in 2023. Minnesotan managing to grow a pumpkin of 2,749 pounds in weight, or 1,247 kilograms if you're working in the metric system. Well done to Amy and Zeus with the best guesses of the lot. That brings us to the end of round number 2. Shall we have a look at the leaderboard? I think we shall. 46 players in, and at the top of the leaderboard, we've got BC on 6,004 points. Just not quite a nice round number, but 6,004 is our current leading score with BC. Second place we've got is Mark on 58.15. Kirstuka's in third on 58.08. TJ's in fourth on 57.71. Jerry's in fifth on 57.37. And Natter is in sixth on 55.92. Now, a reminder, at the end of the next round, the top 6 will qualify for the final bonus round to earn another bonus 100,000 doots, potentially. So, if you're somewhere around the top 12, you're in a potential good shout to get through to the final round. Even if you're in the top 24, you could still potentially get in. I will even go as far as to say if you're in the top 46, you could probably still claw back a victory from this point, because there is still a chance. Anything can happen, or certainly a finite number of situations are still possible, of which all varieties are available. And I'm almost going to double the points. Well, I did previously from 500 to 1,000. Next time, it's now up to 1,500 for round number 3. And also, critically speaking, only about a third of you are able to score on each of these particular questions. So there is the possibility of those languishing down the bottom of the board managing to get all the points, and those at the top of the board getting absolutely nothing, depending on how everything works. So anything could happen depending on the possibilities that will play out. Let's have a look at round number 3. Round number 3 is social relativity. Basically, this is the televote. Jesus Christ. So do much the same as you were doing before. Give me a numerical guess to the question provided. After we have tallied all of the votes, we will then split you up into 3 equally sized groups by population count, that is. You'll be into 3 different zones, the purple, green and red zones. Purple, bluish, it's tenuous. And only the zone that contains the correct answer will actually score. So about a third of you will be getting points in each case. There is possibility of getting edge cases and getting multiple zones scoring. That is still a possibility, though it very rarely happens. But up to 1,500 if you can get it right on the nose, down to 500 if you're in the scoring zone, or absolutely nothing if you're not in the scoring zone. And it does mean that in this round you can be just one away from the correct answer and score absolutely nothing if you happen to be just in the wrong scoring zone. It is very cruel when those situations happen, but them's the breaks, I'm afraid, in this round. We have to have a limit somewhere, and that is in social relativity. Good luck. Let's have a look at question number 1 of the 5 in this round. When Italy transitioned their currency from the lira to the euro on the 1st of January 1999, 1 euro was worth how many lira? Answer: between 1 and 2,500 lira. Rounded, by the way, rounded to the nearest integer. Because that's all we deal with in this game is integer values. I could tell you it ends in .27. But that's the decimal point stuff. That's not part of the integer response. So it's something, .27 number of lira equal to 1 euro. Okay. Let's have a look to see what you've gone for. Interesting spread of guesses here. Lowest guess we've got is Danny with 50 and Raven Slime with 87. Toppers with 101, Manic with 109. We go up to, I think, 1,000 with Puzzle Dan, Ralph and Mr. Game Show all going with the same value there. Where's the big gap? The big gap is between Silent Marine and Tadaru. There's a whole 500 lira gap between them on 1,250 and 1,750 on either side of that gap. Biggest guess we've got is Tipster with 2,482 lira. Basically securing themselves in the upper group, the red zone. Well, we'll see what that deal does right now. Let's have a look to see where those zones lie. Oh, Okay, so it's very tight between the green and the red zone there. Blue is from, or purple, depending on how you look at it, it's from 1 up to 537. Green is from 537 up to 1071. And red is from 1071 up to the maximum of 2500. So yeah, Dalton and Vixen, you are on the extreme side of green, and Cetra and Colo, you are on the extreme side of red at that particular edge. If the answer is 1071, then both zones would score in that particular scenario. That would be kind of crazy. If it happens to be 1070, then the green zone scores, red zone does not. If it's 1072, red zone scores, green does not. Is it around the area? Or is it somewhere else? The correct answer is... It's 1,936 lira to the euro at the exchange. Then it was Opsy with the best guess with 1,914, so off by 22 lira to the euro, getting 1,475 points for your guess. The red zone claims the points in this case. Nata getting the next best on 1,426 points, and then AB Me with 1,355 points, all the way down to Colo on 537 and Cetra on 500. You were the furthest away, but you were in the scoring zone, which is what matters in this round. Everyone in blue and green, though, getting absolutely nothing. Well done to those in the red zone, scoring some points. Is there anything else I need to say on that? Nope. No further news to deal with on that question. We have to deal with this submission soon. That's on question number 3 of the round, so we're not there yet. This one coming up is question number 2, and I reckon someone might be able to get this on the nose if they can do the math in time. Question number 2 is this. While we're on the topic of money, what's the total value of all banknotes included in a standard 2008 edition set of Monopoly? Answer between 10,000 and 100,000. Monopoly monies, whatever currency you like to use. I bet someone will know this. Or at least be able to figure it out. And that there is time. The middle zone is going to be super squishy. It's going to be very interesting to see where all the answers lie here. There could be a bit of a density to deal with. And of course, 3 zones of equal population size do not care for density. Let's have a look to see where you've gone. Yeah, we've got sort of 2 little clumps of answers here. We've got a lot around the 20,000 mark, and we've got a few around the 40 to 45,000 mark from the looks of things, and around the 50,000 mark as well if you're going for numbers. Lowest guess is AVAC with 15,575. Biggest guess is Mr. Vertigo with 85,000 Monopoly bucks, with various guesses in betwixt. Now, shall we have a look to see where our divisions lie? Oh boy, we have some edge cases to deal with. So, blue zone is from 10,000 up to and including 25,000. Silver Electron and Vixen, you happen to be exactly on that line there, on the edge case. So blue and green will score for you if it's in either of those zones. The green is from 25,000 up to 49,975. That is not an edge case, though TVP8 Polska is incredibly close to it, as well as Potsdam. They are either side of that gulf. And then red zone from 49,975 up to the maximum of 100,000 Monopoly monies. Ash, I swear, if it's near 50,000, are you going to be in pain? Well, I can tell you that there are a total of 30 bills of each denomination, and those denominations are 1, 5, 10, 20, 50, 100, and 500. It is explicitly written in the Monopoly rules that the bank can never fail, and additional ordinary paper should be used to keep track of additional player funds. But who reads the Monopoly rules anyway? The correct answer is... It's the blue zone, 20,580, and I was right! Mark and Chris were able to get the answer on the nose, getting the full 1,500 points. Congratulations, Dalton. Your guess was pretty damn close. You were just 80 Monopoly monies off there with your guess of 20,500, and it gets you 1,484 points for that guess. Then it was Jerry with 1,440. All the blue zoners getting some points up to and including AVAC Games there on the edge, getting 500 points for your guess. Congratulations. Oh, sorry, AVAC wasn't on the edge. They were further away. Silver Electron and Vixen, they were on the edge between blue and green. They get 617 points for their guess. And there you go. Well done to the blue zoners, and particularly well done to Mark and Chris for our first bullseye answer of tonight, excluding, I guess, the pre-predictions in round number 1. But our first bullseye guess, congratulations to you, getting the maximum 1,500, clawing up that leaderboard. I was right as well. Okay. It's the same amount, but each note has 4 smaller notes in the same denomination on the reverse. If you run out of money, you cut up your notes to quadruple the total bank. So fun. Okay, moving on to question number 3. We're going geographical edition. Yeah, the longest game ever edition. Yeah. Question number 3. Have a look at this one. According to the Royal Meteorological Society, the highest altitude national capital city in the world is how many meters above sea level on average? Answer between 500 and 5,000 meters above sea level on average. Try again, Natter. There is time. On average is an interesting caveat. Well, sea level does rise and fall, technically speaking, depending on what time of day it is. So on average there's an average sea level. Most of the time there's nothing to really worry about, and in the grand scheme of between 500 and 5,000, probably not going to make much of a difference. But you never know, it could make that single meter difference in this game. It is entirely possible. You're thinking F1 helped you here, thinking Mexico City. Well, it's not Mexico City. That's not what I've got listed here. It is a different place to Mexico City. Let's have a look to see where you've gone. The lowest guess we've got is Kart Quiz Woke Quiz with 760 metres above sea level. Mr. Game Show with 1,234 and TVP at Polska with 1,577. Next, let's go up to, we've got 2569 from Potsdam, Danny Gambit and Prey. Mark and Silent Marine with 3,000. Druhuska Suyo and Mr. Vertigo on 3333, dangerously close to a potential edge case there, maybe. Tadaro Monte Brian possibly on the edge case of 3,500. Going all the way up to PL Jogging with 4,280. Depends on what capital city you think Bolivia has. Well, I do have it listed here as La Paz, the government seat of Bolivia, is the capital listed for this particular question. Let's have a look to see where all the divisions lie, though. Ooh, no edge cases to consider. Everyone is solely in one zone. Blue is from 500 up to 2707. Green from that up to 3514. And red from that all the way up to the 5,000. I will give that information in a moment. The correct answer we're looking for here for La Paz, Bolivia is... Ooh, 3650 for the red zone. Oh, hey, Ralph. Great guess there. On the nose. Getting the full 1,500 points for another bullseye guess. And then it was Topper with the next best guess. Very well done for you, Topper. 1,487. And then AVAC, 1,383. So, yes, La Paz, Bolivia, the government seat of Bolivia, is the capital, listed here at 3,650 metres. Also known as 11,942 feet above sea level on average. Bolivia's de jure capital city 20 is Sucre, which is third in the world at 2,790 metres or 9,220 feet. The second place entrant is between the two is Quito, Ecuador at 2,850 metres or 9,350 feet. There you go. So yes, we did have quite a bit of coverage there for Bolivia and all of the specific terms of what kind of capital city they are as well, for all the nerds out there. Well into the red zone, scoring some points. Ralph, particularly with the best guess, on the nose entirely, full 1,500 to you. Jogging, still getting 500 points for being in the correctly scoring zone. Everybody else getting absolutely nothing. Okay. Just 2 questions left in the main game, and then we will be picking our top 6 to go through to special relativity. So, last 2 chances to claw some points. By the way, all the points convert into doots at the end of the game, and I do believe that the doot bank should pay out. Welcome to the game, Clive. It's a late entrant. I don't think you're going to be able to make it all the way to the final, but you can at least try and claim up to 3,000 points out of the final 2 questions. We'll see how it goes. But question number 4 of the round is this. In association football, how many total goals were scored by all teams combined in the 2023-2024 English Premier League season? Answers between 0 and 3,800. I mean, I suppose we had to start somewhere with a range. I would be surprised if the entire season there were 0 goals. I would be surprised. I know some teams are bad, but... Carquois Woke is just getting an answer in there. Yeah, all 0-0 all the time. None. Not there. Mirage. Does this include ones chalked off by VAR, says Matt? Definitely not referencing the idea that you're going to be part of the VAR team at some point, Matt, which is congratulations on getting that job, by the way. Watch the football, it's going to move! But yeah, I think there's going to be at least 1. But we'll see. We'll see how many goals. What do you think? How many goals? Oh, I haven't got the job yet. Are you applying for it? Well, fingers crossed for you, mate. Lowest guess is Clive with 600 goals and Danny with 666, Tadaro with 690. We go to 1,000 with Dalton, 1,200 for me and Tipster, 1,800 from Brian, 1,992 from Oni, 2,000 for Silent Marine and Ralph, 2,200 from BC, 2,252 for Topper, 2,363 from Opsy. Prey and Milk Lake, we're going to the 2569, continuing on with the DFIU. And Manic Organic with the 2835 is our biggest guess. Let's split you up into your 3 zones. And we have some edge cases to consider. Blue zone is from 0 up to and including exactly 1,200. Me and Tipster, you are on the edge of both blue and green. Green is from 1,200 up to including exactly 2,150. And then red is from that all the way up to the maximum 3,800 that we provide. So yeah, there are 20 teams in the EPL who combine for 10 matches per week, and there are 38 match weeks for a total of 380 total matches. On an individual team basis, first place Manchester City had the most goals scored with 96. So hopefully you've given me an answer greater than 96, and you all have, so you're all within a shout still here. And last place, Sheffield United, good, I don't support them, had the fewest with 35 goals. But now you know that 35 is the minimum and you know the number of teams, you might be able to do some quick maths to figure out a certain minimum value. The correct answer is... just in the green zone, 1,246. Well done to AVAC. You were off by 22 goals, getting 1,474 points for your guess. Then it was me and Tipster on the edge in the green zone, getting 1,446. And then it was Colo, quite a way into the green zone, getting 1,211 points, all the way to Chrono, getting 500 in the scoring zone.
100, I hate this game.
I hate this game. Matt is not in the scoring zone, getting absolutely nothing for that, but you're probably in the blue zone from the looks of things. So not far off from the answer, but unfortunately not scoring enough there. Well done to the green zoners, getting some points. And we have one final question left. Excuse me. One final question in the main game, and we will pick our 6 qualifiers to go through to Special Relativity. Into the world of films we go. The 5th question is this. As of today, how many stars are there on the Hollywood Walk of Fame? Answer between 100 and 10,000. Suppose maybe not strictly film, but as of today, how many stars are there on the Hollywood Walk of Fame? Answer between 100 and 10,000. You were just down there the other way. Were you counting, Manic? That's the real question. Were you counting? Shoot, I should know this because I was there this summer, says BC. Well, were you counting? Oh boy, here I go guessing again. Yes, that is the premise of this game, AVAC. Oh yay, my internet died again. A kick. Oh, unlucky Vixen. You've heard of this number, Chris. Well, I say as of today because, you know, it does keep changing. There's an entire website. It's called walkoffame.com. Let's have a look to see where everybody has gone with their guess. Okay, lowest guess we've got is Prey with 277 and Dalton with 469. Sportsy's gone with 1200, Manic with 1500. There's a lot around the 2,000 mark, must be said. K-Jars with the 2024, a nice power of 2 number. Tipsy with the 2087, Nata with 2169, Mr. Game Show and Suyu with the quad 2s, Opsy with the 2386. Oni and Milk like going with the 2569, but Jerry's having none of that, going one below that on 2568 instead. Ralph with 2800, Chris with 2900, Mr. Vertigo and Silent Marine with 3000, Puzzle with 4437, Clive and BC on 5000, all the way up to Colo on 8,105 stars on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. You talked about the 2569th star on Quarren Stream, but you don't know when it was awarded, says Ape. So you thinking that there is at least a hard minimum of it being 2569. Interesting. Well, let's have a look to see where all of the divisions lie. So if that's the case then, Ape, then all of those in the blue zone are out of this. They're not going to get anything for it. That goes all the way up to 2304. The green from that up to 3138, so could be in the fun zone. And there's a massive range there, 3138 all the way up to 10,000 there for the red zone if it lies there. So it sounds like we are probably out of blue, but is it in that very tight green zone? The most recent, by the way, is for actor Mario Lopez and was added on the 10th of October, 2024. So yeah, yesterday. That's why we say as of today, because we added a new star yesterday. 47% of the Walk of Fame stars are for the motion pictures category. 24% are for television. 17% for audio recording or music. Put my teeth in. 10% for radio. And the rest are theatre or sports entertainment. But yes, Mario Lopez managed to get a star yesterday. But what's the correct answer? How many stars are there now then? It does lie in the green zone on 2792. Ralph, you're off by just 8 stars with your guess of 2800, getting yourself 1,480 points for that guess. Then it was Oren with 1,478 points, and then Setra at 1,264 points. Well done to all the green zoners, up to and including Opsy, getting 500 points. The blue and the red getting absolutely nothing. Well done for you, getting some points there on that final question. Why am I so good at relativity, says Ralph. I mean, don't complain, because you could be scoring enough to get through to special relativity. It's now that time to find out, because that is the end of the main game. Let's go through the final leaderboard to figure out who is advancing through to special relativity tonight. At the back of the pack, we've got Clive a Legend, got nothing, unfortunately, Kart Quiz, Stushka with Jogging, Matt and Mr. Game Show, Sooty Cat and Flyboy, Raven Slime and Silver Electron, Sue and Danny Gambit, Manic and TV Polska, Preycast and Mr. Vertigo, Chrono and Dalton, Monte and Milk, Curse Tukin and Puzzle Dan, Topper and Vixen, Drahuska and K-Jarbs, Silent Marine and Cetra, Chris and Nata, TJ and Zeus, Colo in BC, Oren and Sportsy, Tudaro in 11th, Opsy in 10th, AVAC in 9th, 8 in 8th, Tipster in 7th, just missing out. Our top 6 are Brian, Ralph, Mark, Jerry, AB Me, and top of the pack is Oni. Very tight at the top, must be said. Oni and AB Me just separated by by 18 points in total. Then we got Jerry separated by around 200 points there between AB Me and Jerry. Mark on 4th, Ralph on 5th, Brian on 6th, and it was very tight getting into the top 6. Just another 26 points was all it was needed to get you into the top 6 and to break past Brian there. Well, 27 to get past, technically speaking, 26 to tie. But that was very tight indeed. Very well done to our top 6 there. Only me, Jerry, Mark, Ralph, and Brian. We will be seeing you in a moment for Special Relativity. Everybody else, that is the end of your game right now, but sit tight. We've still got the final round to play out. We'll be interested to see what you think of the answers. And also, we've got a game later on of Wipeouts that you want to join in on as well. And then Clive, I do apologise, Clive, but it just happened to be that you were on the next division over, so your score of 0 just sort of left there dangling. I do apologise for singling you out like that, but that's just the software's fault, I'm afraid. You're the leader of column 3, the leader of all our house. You love the spotlight, fair enough. Well, if you want more spotlight, I could do more spotlight for you. I could go find the box and just really rub it in, like do that and everything. There you go. Enhance. There you go. You had the spotlight for you. Anyway, put that away. We don't need to do that anymore. Right. It is time to go over to the final round for tonight's game. It is Special Relativity. So in this final round, our Super 6 will be answering some more numerical questions, but this time we are not giving you any ranges to work with. You are bidding blind, as it were. Whoever is furthest away on each question will be eliminated. If you survive all the way, you can get up to a bonus 100,000 doots. If you get eliminated on the first question, you'll be leaving us with 10,000 doots as a bonus. So you're getting bonus doots regardless, but is it from 10,000 all the way up to 100,000 doots? That is how, depending on how well you do in this round. And in the case of a tie, if you are equally as distant away from somebody else, then we look at when you locked in your answer, and if you locked in after, then you will be eliminated in that case. So time does matter, but only in the case where you happen to be exactly furthest away with somebody else, and that very rarely happens in this game. So we'll see. You never know. Depends on what the range of numbers are. If you're ready, Super 6... if you're ready for the first question, here it comes. Good luck. How many total words are there in the 4 main novels of Stephenie Meyer's Twilight series? Answer now. Two guesses in. 3 guesses in. 4. 2 more to come in. 5. 1 more. I don't think I saw a 6th answer. So we may be doing int.max situation here to whoever didn't lock an answer in. Either that or I miscounted. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. Let's reveal the answers that did come through in the order that they came through. The first guess was Jerry with 275,000. Then it was Oni with 375,000, so very similar numbers, just 100k separating. Next guess was Ralph with 66666. Jerry, you're safe through. Ralph takes the lower level. Ryan going smaller still on 42,069, so Ralph, you're safe through. The 5th guess was AB Me with 50,000. You are now within the range there. You are above Brian, so you're going to be closer. You are safe through. And the last guess, I was miscounting. Brian with 80,000. Mark with 80,000. You are safe through. So all the guesses did come through then, which means our division point is between Brian and Oni at 208,000 535. If it is below that, Brian, you're safe through to the next question. If it's above that, Oni, you're safe through to the next question. Oren would have guessed something more like 500,000. Brian would, BC would agree. Basically, everyone is Brian right now in my brain for whatever reason. Don't know why. BC would have gone with 370,000, so very close to what Oni has guessed here. Let's see. The correct answer is Brian. 587,246 words in total. Twilight, the first book, that's 118,000. New Moon was 132,000. Eclipse was 148,000. Breaking Dawn, 186,000 words, and some change in all of those cases. So unfortunately, Brian, yeah, you were farthest away, and yeah, you just needed to add another digit on your end, and then you would have been fine. Adding a 0 on the end of that would have kept you in the game. Unfortunately, that is the end of your game right now. You take 6th place, but you get a 10,000 dupe bonus for claiming 6th place. So congratulations for that. Oni, your guess was actually the closest of everybody on that question. You are safe through to the next question. 5 players left standing. Shall we move on? Indeed we shall. Question number 2. Now this is a thinky one. I really like this question. Question number 2 is this. How many days after the first ever video upload to YouTube did the channel Smosh become the first ever to reach 10 million subscribers? Answer now. We've already got a guess from Jerry. We've got a guess from Ralph. Oni's in. ABM's in, and Mark is in. This really is a proper relativity question. I love it. Quite a few things to think about here. When was the first ever video uploaded? When do you reckon Smosh managed to hit 10 million subs? Quite a lot of things to think about on this one. And we're asking it in days as well, which is not trivial as well, because of course, you know, 365-ish days to a year makes it very weird to sort of compute that. Much easier to sort of talk about it in years, but we want it to the day. So let's go through the guesses that came through. Jerry went with 1,600 days. Ralph went with 2,190 days, so pretty similar. 500 days between them. Currently set the limits. Next we've got Oni with 1,300, so Jerry, you're safe through. Oni's gone lower with 1,300. ABB's gone bigger than Ralph, so Ralph is safe through. ABB goes higher with 3,333. And our final guess is Mark. He's gone with 3652, bigger than ABB still, and takes the upper limit. And as he mentioned in chat, he's basically gone with 10 years worth, which is 3650 plus some change. So there you go. It is going to be then between Oni on 1300 and Mark on 3652, which sets our division point at 2,476. These are all too low, says Chris. Interesting. Well, if it is below 2476, Oni, you're safe through. If it is above 2476, then Mark, you are safe through. And just for your information there, Chris, the answer is actually in this range. It is somewhere between 1300 and 3652, so it is within this range somewhere. The correct answer is 2,954 days. Me at the Zoo was uploaded on the 23rd of April 2005. Smosh reached 10 million on the 25th of May 2013. Smosh was also the first channel to reach 100,000 subscribers, and they did that on the 15th of May 2007. So yeah, around 8 years plus some change is essentially the calculation there. So it means, unfortunately, only we have to say goodbye. Your guess of 1300 was just too far away in this case. We do have to say goodbye, but you claim 5th place prize, which is, if I remember what the numbers are, I can't remember. The finalist prizes pay out at 20,000 doots for 5th place. There you go. Only congratulations on claiming that. Mark, your guess of 10 years? Not too bad, actually. Did help you out in this case. You weren't the closest to the answer in all of the answers that came through, but it's good enough to keep you in the game. And that's what matters. Okay. 4 players left in. 3 questions remain in the game. I'll give you some forewarning. Watch your digits on this one. Watch your digits on this one. Question number 3. Have a look at this. Mersenne prime numbers take the form of 2 to the n minus 1. What's the largest value of n for which a prime number has been found? Answer now. Mersenne prime numbers take the form of 2n, or 2 to the n minus 1, should I say. What's the largest value of n for which a prime number has been found? We've got 3 answers in. And we've got 4 answers in. Holy cabooses, I am lost here. Wouldn't even know where to begin here, says Mr. Vertigo. Think you should have gone higher, says Jerry. Well, let's have a look to see where you've all gone with your guesses. Jerry has gone with 37,000 for a number of n. Ralph has gone with 65,335 for a value of n. Basically, nearly double that value. Next, we've got ABME has gone significantly greater than Ralph's value. Ralph, you're safe through. ABME has gone with 65 million as a guess. And Mark has gone smaller than Jerry with 10,000. Jerry, you are safe through to the next question. What's the Mersenne prime number? It does say that, puzzle. Mersenne prime numbers take the form of 2 to the n minus 1. It's a way of quickly expressing a potential prime number, essentially. All Mersenne primes take the form of 2 to some n minus 1 there. Anyway. Puts our division point at 32,505,000 for the value of n to generate a number that is which is a prime, potentially. Below that, Mark, you're safe through. Above that, ABME, you're safe through. At this point, it's a case of, is it really a big number or is it not? If it's a big number, ABME's got it. If it's not, Mark's got it. The correct answer is... yeah, it's a big number. 82,589,933. If you do the math on that, the prime number itself consists of 24,862,048 digits. Yeah, it's a lot of digits. A lot of digits in the actual prime number. Yeah, the number was calculated on the computer of Patrick LaRoche of Ocala, Florida, USA in 2018 as part of the Great Internet Mersenne Prime Search, or GIMPS, if you want to simplify it. It took 12 days of computing to confirm that the number was indeed prime, and yeah, contains around 24 million digits. Buy more RAM. Sounds so simple, doesn't it, ABME? Ape Minky even. ABME, you are safe through to the next question with the much closest guess than everybody else. Very good knowledge there. Fortunately, Mark, we do have to say goodbye with your guess at 10,000, but you claim 4th place, which is 35,000 doots to your bank, which is not to be sniffed at all. Very well done on that. I'm just mixing all the names tonight, Ape. We've got 2 questions left. 3 players in. 2 questions left. Good luck on this. The next question is... how far in kilometres did Ferdinand Magellan's ship Victoria actually actually travel when it completed the first circumnavigation of the globe in 1522? So now, Jerry's already in. Ralph is in. Just waiting one guess now from maybe me, and there it is. Thanks, Ape. Appreciate it. What I do like, actually, about having the updates coming through as debug messages, from what I can see when you're typing the answer in, so I can sort of see what numbers you're thinking about submitting before you actually submit it. It's very interesting. It's a very interesting insight. I kind of like it. Let's see the answers that came through. Jerry with 37,500. Seems like a familiar number. And Ralph with 60,000. He sets the limits. And our final guess from maybe me, 45,000. Basically down the middle of that, kind of proper. Means you are safe through to the final question then, maybe me. You don't have to worry about this one right now. Get in there, Lewis. Means our division point between Jerry and Ralph is 48,750. Below that, Jerry, you're safe through to the final question. Ralph, if it's above 48,700, start that again. If it's above 48,750, Ralph, you are safe through to the final question. It will indeed be close, Jerry, but possibly not in the sense you're thinking of. The correct answer is... Ralph, you are off by just 440 kilometers. A very impressive guess, that. This is the number taken from A Conquest of the Ocean, an illustrated history of seafaring by Brian Lavery, or Lavery. Equal to roughly 1.5 times the equator circumference of Earth. Only 18 men of the approximately 260 who set off survived the trip. Expedition archivist Antonio Picafetta estimated in 1525 that they had travelled 14,460 leagues, or about 80,500 kilometres, but modern estimates believe this to be somewhat exaggerated. The answer we're looking for was 60,440 kilometres. And with that phenomenal guess, Ralph, you've secured your deal to get into the final question. Congratulations for that. Unfortunately to Jerry, we do have to say goodbye, but you claimed third place. That is 50,000 doots. Congratulations on your performance there, Jerry. Very well done. Ralph, you are through to the final question versus A.B. Me. And it's a very apt question because, well, she's thawing out, folks. She's thawing out. Watch your digits, folks. Final question is this. How many times has Mariah Carey's infamous 1994 single All I Want for Christmas Is You been streamed on Spotify? Updated as of today. Answer now. Ralph is in with a guess. Amy Me is in with a guess. And that is time. Yes, it is October, Puzzle Dan, but the stats don't lie. The number of playbacks of this song has already started to go back up again. Yeah, we have had a Spotify listen count before. I can't remember what thing it was previously, but we have indeed had that before. But not for All I Want for Christmas Is You. Now, 2 guesses came in, and the first one was Ralph with 3 billion, from the looks of things. And the final guess from maybe me. Oh, interesting. 2.5 billion and 1. Adding that extra 1 just in case it mattered. So similar ballparks, just separated by like 499,999,999. Sets our division points at 2,750,001. Below that, AB you're the winner. Above that, Ralph, you are the winner. These are some very good guesses. However, it is not in the range. It is either less than 2.5 billion and 1 or greater than 3 billion. The correct answer is... the Bugaboo. Which way is it going to go? Watch the slider, it's going to move! 1,825,245,073, which is about that many times too many. Happy holidays, even though I know full well it's not even Halloween yet. So yeah, it hasn't actually broken 2 billion just yet. It might do this year, we'll see, but it hasn't broken through to the 2 billion barrier just yet. Unfortunately, Ralph, you're doing so very well. The previous guess, the previous question was absolutely phenomenal, but 3 billion was just too big a number. We have to say goodbye, and you claim 75,000 as your victory for second place. But Amy, you are the outright winner. Different game show, I'm afraid, sorry. With your guess of 2.5 billion means you are the winner! Well done, A.B. Me, with your guess of 2.5 billion and 1. But yes, hasn't broken the 2 billion barrier just yet. That brings us to a close on relativity. And can I say thank you, massive thank you to Solar Espion for an absolutely phenomenal pack of relativity. Some really proper relativity questions in there, making you really have to think for your answers, and definitely not knowable, though there were some knowable answers in there as well. So I was very impressed on getting the monopoly values correct on the nose, and then Ralph doing some phenomenal guesses on the La Paz Bolivia height as well. Thank you again, Solar Espion, for writing the pack, to Inca for proofing the pack for tonight's game of relativity. Right, I'm going to take a quick break, a couple of minutes to get some more drink, and we've got some wipeouts to play in a moment, so get that Hackbox window ready for that, and we will join in for some wipeout written by Oren Mistarol, Colo, and JPB, not necessarily in that order though. Could we start being able to exchange Duke coins for Dukes? I should probably do something along those lines, Matt, or at least make those Duke coins actually do things. I need to figure out actually doing something with that. But that's for another time, for when I don't have to think about all of the things that I need to do over the next couple of months, because there's a lot of stuff I need to do. But yeah, sit tight, and I'll be with you in a couple of minutes' time for Wipeout. Have some more Sneak Man while I sort some drink out. In a couple of minutes' time, we will be back with some Wipeout. We'll see you there. Don't go away.
please welcome your host on Wipeout, Ash the Bash! To play Wipeout, join in by going to hackbox.ca in your browser and join with the following room code. SFQK. You can even join in on your mobile phone. Alternatively, you can join Twitch chat by entering the room code into Stream Chat or as a whisper to Quizbot 3000. Once done, wait for further instructions on how to play the game.
Thank you again, Mr. Toadboy123, for the introduction in tonight's game of Wipeout 2023 edition. I think you remember when this was introduced to you all. Yeah, it was nearly a year ago. It was Quizmas 2023 when I sprung the surprise on all of you. It was a lot of fun revealing that for the first time and seeing you all the jaws drop on this particular thing. And now we've added, this was when we added the Hackbox edition to everything as well, which is just a load of fun to add in as well. And now we've added in the partial updates on Hackbox for this as well. So as you click the things, you don't necessarily have to hit the submit button anymore to make the answers lock in. Just clicking answers and letting it go will automatically do things for you, which is kind of nice. Kind of nice of that to do. Thank you, Dev, for adding those features to the game. Well, adding it to Hackbox so that we can use it in the game essentially. But can we do full game of Wipeout, including the bidding game and the Monkhouse Minute end game sometime? We should do another full game of this at some point. Yeah, we should probably do that. I need to get some people writing slightly different boards though, because of course in the auction round that is a board of 12, and in the final in the auction round there's a board of 12 with 8 right, 4 wrong, and then of course the Monkhouse Minute, or just your minute to win it, that was 6 versus 6 on a board of 12. So slightly different structures for those boards. I can't necessarily just use a standard board for those. Love to write a full pack for that, says Oni. Should probably get a couple of people writing for that then, for when we want to do that. But yeah, I would have to have a more concerted effort rather than just having an open writing call for any boards, which works better for this kind of thing where we're just doing 3 boards as a mass multiplayer game instead. But yeah, we could definitely do another full edition at some point in the near future. Probably do that around Quizmas time. I'll probably have it as a Quizmas game. We could certainly do that around Quizmas time, just for a bit of fun alongside things. Maybe even have some mystery prizes in there as well, just non-Quizmas related mystery prizes. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Anyway, the boards for tonight's game of Wipeout, as they are written by Oren Mastarrel, Cola, and JPB in 1982. But not necessarily in that order. Some very interesting boards actually in tonight's game. I'll be curious to see how you all do well in tonight's edition of Wipeout. If you've never played before, you'll see a board of answers, 16 answers in total, 11 of which are good, 5 are not so good. They are known as wipeouts. If you select one of those in your bid, then it will wipe your entire score down to 0. And yes, that does mean carryovers. So if you get lots of points on boards 1 and 2, and then hit a wipeout on board number 3, then say goodbye to all of those precious doots that you acquired on board numbers 1 and 2. It is a very cruel game, but that is how Wipeout works. You get more points the more answers that you can correctly identify on a board. So it does scale nicely if you can do that, but hit any Wipeout. A singular Wipeout is all it takes to crash that all the way down to 0. You try to remember what boards you still have submitted. Yeah, I actually had to go plumbing to earlier boards from the year. So it's one of those ones from you, Aaron. But we actually got quite a range of dates on this one. It's an early-ish board from yourself. It's, I think it was June or July from JPB. I think it's September from Colo. So, yeah, sort of across the spread of submission time, essentially. And if you're interested in submitting boards for Wipeout in future, there's details in the Discord how to do that in the Q writing channel, and I'm always actively accepting Wipeout boards if you are interested. Just note that we may not necessarily accept your board, and we may not necessarily give you any feedback back on about that either. Just sometimes boards don't quite gel with others. There's a bit of balance that is necessary to structure the game that we have learnt to try and deal with over the years. Previously, when it's just random picks of boards, the games don't quite feel as fair, as it were. I know the word fairness and that is a bit weird to use in that context, but yeah, it doesn't feel fair. Whereas if I can construct a particular game and put certain boards that are easier or harder versus others, then it can make it feel like a fairer game. It feel like a more broader game of Wipeout as well, rather than just having 3 that are all on the same category. And also, you don't want to have huge numbers of wipeouts in the last round, but every now and then, gotta test your knowledge a little bit, eh? Gotta test your knowledge just a little bit out. Give you one. Well, we'll give you to the end of this phrase here, and then we'll get this game underway. So not long left, just a few seconds. SFQK, that is the room code to enter in to play tonight's game. Hackbox or Twitch, preferably Hackbox because it's all shiny buttons. And I think it's time to play, although, hang on, Mai. What are you going to say, Mai?
My bank balance because
I keep streaming a game show about virtual currency.
Okay, thank you for the 47-month reset there, Mai. Appreciate that, and welcome on in. After Border 1, I'm going to try playing the remainder on a commute on a subway. Wish me luck, says Dev. Very interested to see how that goes. Right, welcome on BBQ. Just getting in time. It is time to play tonight's game of Wipeout. Let's play! Oh, Fast Feet Mick just getting in time there. Woohoo! Very tight entry there, but you did manage to just sneak your way in. Was that my voice also on the TTS? Yes, it was my voice on the TTS, indeed. Right. I need to go over to the mass round because I need to press some buttons, go to the live screen, and we'll go to board number 1. And we're going to start on a question of hero or villain. This one is a board written by Oren Mastarrel. So, Oren, you can just sit back and relax. For this first board, you will get an author bonus at the end. Now, everybody else, you need to do some answering. You thought it was going to be this one. Ah, well. What were you thinking about, hero or villain? Ape says sandwiches. A hero sandwich. Yeah, okay. I can see where you're going with that, Ape. I can absolutely see where you're going with that. Survivor says Posidam. DC superhero says Brian. You're closer, Brian, actually. You are closer. Confectionery, no. Marvel. Yeah, we'll also be referring to Marvel on this one, Chrono, yes. Not Cadbury's Heroes, no. I can see where you go with that now, Matt, yeah. Secret Identities. Oh, you are actually on the right lines there, Nata. Yes, indeed. The question is this. Pick out the 11 identities that have been used by comic book heroes. So yes, most heroes and villains do not use their real names as their super identity. In fact, many characters have multiple aliases that they have used over time for a variety of reasons. 11 of these names have been used as aliases or identities of comic book heroes. Not necessarily their primary secret identity, I will add. Also, we will be including anti-heroes as being still heroic. The other 5, though, are true names of comic book villains. Absolutely proper villains. Those are the ones you need to avoid. Can you separate the good guys from the bad guys? So, as a reminder, 16 names up here. They'll all be identities or names of characters in comic books. 11 are heroes / anti-heroes. 5 are villains. Avoid the villains, select the heroes. If you're ready, good luck.
Answers are...
And it's 45 seconds starts now. Yes, the goodies are good answers, the baddies are bad answers. And Oren, I did actually sneak one different answer on this board. Wonder if you know which one I snuck in. Last 2 seconds, get your bids in. And that there is time. Okay. Right, one and done, says Puzzledan. Yeah, not the biggest of bids, must be said, across the board. Nata, though, has gone very bold with a bid of 10. Drahus is going for the regular bid of 11 to see if that can stick. But most are up to and including the halfway point from looks of things, with lots of single bids. A bit of 1 from 8, a bit of 1 from Not a Cat. 5 from Clive there. Very interesting. You think you do, but not 100%, Oren. Okay. Well, I mean, you can actually you can tell me what that name you think is, Oren, because I don't know. I haven't said whether it's a right or wrong answer yet. But you're free to guess which of those answers that I have snuck in as an alternate answer to replace one other. Just because of modern things that have happened. You're right, yes, I did sneak Remy in. That was the one I did sneak in on this particular board for particular reasons. We'll go over those when we get there. But let's start revealing some answers. And we're going to start off with Barry Allen. Barry Allen. A good number of players have selected this one. Yes, who remembered my question on elimination? Yes, Barry Allen, aka The Flash. Yes, Bartholomew Henry Barry Allen, the real name of The Flash. And of course I had Flashpoint. That was the name of the category that I wrote for Henry, yeah, not Henry, that I wrote for in that game of elimination that Topper was able to play along with everybody else as well, because of course it contained Ash in it. That was the whole gimmick of my pack. But yes, was it Ray I took out? Yes, it would have been Ray that was previously in that slot. Yes, Aaron. Okay, good answer though with Barry Allen. Nicely done. Next, Anthony Masters. Okay, interesting number of players going with this one. Anthony Masters. No. I'm afraid not. No. Gifted with photographic reflexes that allow him to instantly duplicate any fighting style he observes, he is better known as the Marvel villain Taskmaster. Yeah, not just the name of a game show on Dave and then Channel 4. No, actually, the name of a Marvel villain is the Taskmaster, I'm afraid. So, unfortunately, Anthony Masters was a wipeout. The upper left corner in question was a wipeout answer. Well done to those that predicted wipeout for that particular answer. And also MVC3, says Ralph. Okay. And a pretty tough cookie he is, says Shadow. You thought Taskmaster's real name was Greg Davies. Unfortunately, it's Anthony Masters. Taskmaster. It's quite, it's clever. But unfortunately, we've already hit a wipeout there, so hard luck there to Danny, Topper, Sue, et al. There that have hit an early wipeout. You're not going to be getting any more. Unless, of course, we go for a second round of bidding on this board. It's possible, given the low number of bids around, but we'll see how it goes. Next, go to Johnny Domino. Johnny Domino is correct. Yes, real name of Malibu Comics Ultraverse hero Nightman. A live-action TV series based on the character had 2 seasons in the late 1990s there for Johnny Domino. Well done if you worked that one out. Okay, moving on. Resume activity feed scrolling. Yes, thank you. Next, we'll go to Wendell Vaughn. Wendell Vaughn. That's a correct answer. Yes, wielder of the quantum bands as the Marvel superhero Quasar. That's the name there. Quasar is the name of the superhero in the Marvel franchise. How are we doing right now? Drahuska has a bit of 8 left to go, and we have seen 3 answers so far. So, currently on for the maximum. Not bad at all, Drahuska. Nata is also looking for 8 right now, so one of those answers has slipped by, but you are still on track for getting, hopefully, everything else. But we'll see how it goes. Next, Christopher Walker. Christopher Walker is correct. Yes, the first person to take on the hereditary identity of the Phantom after the death of his father is Christopher Walker. Well done on identifying that. Unfortunately, that does mean, Natty, you are now in overbid territory, but Drahuska is still on track for the full bid. Next, Barbara Ann Minerva. Barbara Ann Minerva. Oh no! Drahuska and Charlemagne and Dalton getting that one wrong. Barbara Ann Minerva is archaeologist who became the Cheetah, the adversary of Wonder Woman. Yes, the Cheetah was the villain of the Wonder Woman there for Barbara Ann Minerva. Hard luck there. Unlucky. So at the top of the board right now is Mr. Vertigo with a secured 1,500. It's not looking particularly good, is it? Clive is still looking for 3 more answers, though. We'll see how that goes. Anybody else with Bold's bids? Silver Electron with a bid of 3. And that's pretty much it. Everyone is on 2s or 1s left in the game right now. Okay, next up we're going to... the one we mentioned before, Remy LeBeau, was the one that I chucked into this board for, well, reasons, because it happened in a film this year. Remy LeBeau. Yeah, I thought Remy would be more popular than it was, Chris, but it wasn't. It was a few more down. Nata's got it right. Yes, Remy LeBeau. Or... you can call me the Gambit. Yes, Gambit is the answer there. In association with Marvel's X-Men, featured in film in 2009's X-Men Orange's Wolverine, and most recently in 2024's Deadpool and Wolverine, was Remy LeBeau. So well done if you picked that one there. Okay, still a few more answers to go. 6 correct, 3 wrong left on the board. And next we're going to Johann Schmidt. Johann Schmidt. Oh, no. Johann Schmidt is the name of the original Red Skull, arch nemesis of Captain America. No, definitely not to go for that one, I'm afraid. That is a wrong answer. We've got to say goodbye to all of those points that you've claimed. Goodness me, it looks like over half currently on a 0 wipeout right now, which is not looking good. We could still be going for a second round of bidding here, folks. We'll see how it goes, but it's not looking particularly healthy right now. We've got 2 wipeouts left to avoid, 6 good answers to go for. Chris is feeling very good about his 1,500 right now. I mean, it's secure. It is secure for now. Let's see how we're going. Let's continue on to Matches Malone. Going with the alliteration there on the M's. Yes, Matches Malone is gangster persona adopted by Batman, or Batman, after the real gangster was accidentally killed. Yes, indeed, Natter. Yes, Bruce... I mean, you could try and spell Bruce that way, but you struggle. But yeah, Bruce Wayne / Batman, Matches Malone. Yes, gangster persona adopted by the Batman. Okay, 5 left to go that are good. 2 wipeouts. Next, Harvey Dent. No. Probably very familiar, but because Harvey Dent is, of course, Two-Face, the villain in the Batman franchise, former district attorney who was scarred by acid and became the villainous Two-Face, was Harvey Dent. Neither face was a good guy to say no. So I'm afraid we are left with just 1 wipeout left on the board and 5 good answers. Clive, it's looking good now. You've got 3 answers left to go. There's only 1 wipeout to avoid. Let's hope you haven't hit it. Next, we're going to Hunter Rose. Oni is hoping this is right to secure 3,000. Hunter Rose? No! We've hit all the wipeouts! Oh, wow! That's crazy! I could hardly see that happen.
Emerging from my work to say holy frick 40 months. Also, what's Batman's favorite meat? Arkham.
Arkham. Thank you for the 40-month resub there, and holy crap, 40 months. Thank you very much for that, JB. I hope you're doing well there. Welcome on in, and welcome to the lurk. Whatever you're happening to do, you're more than welcome to stick around here and say hi. Thank you for that. And my God, we've hit all of the wipeouts before finishing the round. We very rarely see that happen, but all of the other answers up here are good answers. Thank you, JB. I will look forward to seeing those. I don't need to get the whip out just yet. Maybe in a few days' time, but I will. But not right. So anyway, Hunter Rose was a wipeout. A secret identity of Matt Wagner's Grendel. While Grendel is the main character of the comic, he is an assassin and crime lord with no pretensions of being a hero. All the others are good. Let's go over them. Rana Sinclair That is the wolf-shifting mutant who was part of Marvel teams The New Mutants and Excalibur. Albert Simmons, that was Albert was a mercenary who died and went to hell, only to be reborn as Spawn, the Image Comsys iconic anti-hero. So yeah, still counted, even though necessarily the anti of the hero, but it's still a hero. Lamont Cranston, even. Alter ego of the Shadow. Lamont was a separate person in the original stories, but was used as his true identity in radio and film. Faith Herbert is a Harbinger. Valiant Comics name for those born with superpowers. With the gift of flight, she took the hero name Zephyr. And Patrick Eel O'Brien was the secret identity of Plastic Man. Those are all of the other names there up on the board. Well, a particularly devilish board number 1, it would seem. Let's have a look at the scores. Going to be lots of you languishing in the wipeout zone, but at least you've got 2 more boards to make the difference. Who's our first non-zero? Ape is our first non-zero of 500 with Puzzle and Tadara and Brian. In the lead right now is Oren on the author bonus of 10,000 dukes. And Clive not doing too badly at all, currently sitting in second place on 7,500 dukes. Winning, says Ape. But it can all change. It all depends on what happens on boards number 2 and 3. Okay, board number 2 is this. And we are disciplining the world. Folks, what do we think about this then? Disciplining the world. I mean, we may be getting the whip out here, but we'll see. Catapult punishment? No. Geography? Refs? Very, very naughty. It's going to be interesting. Law-abiding simulator 24. International penalties. Weird laws in the world. Weird laws or UN. World Cup red cards. Olympics. Ape. You hit it right on the nose. It is Olympics. Which of the following countries placed in the top 11 at the Paris 2024 Olympics? This is according to the medals table on the official Olympics website. It is as simple as that. You'll see the names of 16 Olympic countries, 11 placed in the top 11 at the Paris 2024 Olympics. The other 5 did not. That will be ordered by, well, the order that is done on the official Olympics website. So it won't necessarily be by count straight up. It'll be by gold count, then by silver count, then by bronze count. Yeah, we're not necessarily doing it by US rules. If you're ready, then
answers are
your 45 seconds starts now. Lots of bids coming in on this one. This one comes courtesy of JPB. Thank you very much for all this board. $15 seconds to get all of your bids in. If you've got points at risk, you must give me at least a bid of 1. Otherwise, I will wipe you out. Last few seconds. That there is time. Okay. All of the bids are in. Let's have a look to see how we're doing. Oren at the top has gone for a bid of 10. That is an impressive bid. Not a Cat's gone with 11. Drahuska, where art thou? Has gone for a bid of 11. NASA's gone with 9. Any other big bids? K-Jar's gone with 9. And Miss Vertigo with 9. Lots of big bids, actually. Shadowman with 8. Tipster with 8. Chris with 8. So could be some big moves on the board here. Let's have a look and see how it all shakes out. We're going to start off with... Of course we're going to start off with the USA. USA! USA! Yeah, you're absolutely right with the USA. Everybody that bid, bar I think just one person, gave me the USA, and you're absolutely right to do so. They were first in the medal table with 40 gold, 44 silver, and 42 bronze medals, a total of 126 medals in all. Next, the People's Republic of China. Also correct. Second in the medal table with 40 gold, 27 silver, and 24 bronze medals, a total of 91. Next, Great Britain. Good answer. We jump down to 7th, though, on the board. 7th in the medal table with 14 gold, 22 silver, and 29 bronze medals. That is a total of 65. Next, France. Also good answer. 5th in the medal table, so above Great Britain there, with 16 gold, 26 silver, and 22 bronze medals. A total of 64 medals. Next, Japan. Also good. 3rd on the medal table this time round. 20 gold, 12 silver, 13 bronze medals. A total of just 45 medals in all, but they were placed 3rd because they got so many golds. Next, Germany. Another good answer for Germany, but we're getting close. Germany were 10th on the medal table with 12 gold, 13 silver, and 8 bronze medals, a total of 33 medals in all for the Germanys. Okay, let's have a quick situation check here. We've only got 5 good answers left on the board. We haven't hit any wipeouts so far. Oren, you are currently still safe. You're looking for 4 to go with 5 right on the board, so you can afford 1 mistake. Though, BC, Not a Cat, Drahuska, Cetra, same can't be said for you. Same with Natter. You can't afford a mistake. You have to get all of the remaining correct answers left on the board to continue through. There are no overbidders just yet, but we might be getting to that point very, very soon. Next, we're going to Australia. It's another good answer for Australia. 4th on the medal table, so we've completed the top 4. 4th medal table with 18 gold, 19 silver, and 16 bronze medals, a total of 53. Oren is still on track, 3 to go. Ben, Not a Cat, and Cetra still on track, 4 to go. Unfortunately, Drahuska is now languishing on at least 1 wipeout with a bit of 5 to go. Unlucky there, Drahuska. Let's continue on. There's still 4 to go. The Republic of Korea. Another good answer. 8th on the medal table with 13 gold, 9 silver, and 10 bronze. A total of 32 medals for the Republic of Korea. Still on track there for Ben, Not a Cat, and Cetra. Oren still looking for 2 more. Can still afford 1 mistake. Now we're going to Italy. The whole of the top row has gone for Italy. You are right to do so. 9th on the medal table with 12 gold, 13 silver, and 15 bronze medals. A total of 40 medals in total. And again, all those players still on track for that bid. Aura still looking for 1. BC, Not a Cat, etc. still looking for 2. Topper is now looking for 2. So currently on the edge. Everybody else looking for 1s. That's unfortunately also in overbid territory. Top row, plus a few others, have gone with the Netherlands. And you are good to do so. 6th on the medal table with 15 gold, 7 silver, and 12 bronze medals. A total of 34 medals in total. So, Oren, you have banked out 37,500. Ben, Not a Cat, etc. You're still looking for 1. Topper, you're still looking for 1. Shadowmane, Flyboy, you're still looking for 1. There is only 1 good answer left on the board. Topper's risky answer still remains. Come on, 1 and done on last board, says Oren. It's a lot of points at risk for you, 37,500. We're going to Canada. Not for the top row, though. They are holding off, including Topper, also holding off on Canada here. Oh, Canada. Oh, what a wipeout. Just missing out. They were 12th on the medal table with 9 gold, 7 silver, and 11 bronze medals, a total of 27 medals in total. So out of position by just 1 position. Hard luck there. Canada very close. In fact, they were 1 gold medal away from claiming 11th place on the leaderboard from one of these still up here, actually. Okay. The top row is still holding on. Top is still looking for one. Shadowmane is still looking for one. Interesting. Shadowmane plus, I don't know who that is, plus AB Me have gone for Spain. If Spain is the final correct answer, there's going to be absolute heartache for BC, Not a Cat, etc. Spain? No. That's a wipeout. 15th on the medal table for Spain. They got 5 gold, 4 silver, and 9 bronze. A total of 18 medals. 18 medals in total for Spain. Hard luck there. There's another wipeout. They're still hanging on there. Oh, there's going to be a split opinion here. BC and Topper have gone for Uzbekistan. Not a Cat and Cetra have not. They've gone with a different answer. So we're not going to get all of them through with lots of doots. Someone's going to go right and someone's going to go wrong. Is Uzbekistan the final correct answer on the board? Uzbekistan. Oh no, Ben! So close. Topper, so close. No, Uzbekistan again, pretty close to the cut-off point here. 13th on the medal table with 8 gold, 2 silver, 3 bronze, a total of 13 medals. Very, very close to the break point again. Behind from the break point by 2 gold medals. We've got 3 answers left on the board, only one of which is good. And we've got another bit of split of opinion between Not a Cat and Cetra. Cetra's gone with Sweden. Not a Cat has not. If Sweden is the final correct answer, Not a Cat is wiping out. Sweden? Oh, Cetra! And BBQ wiping out there. Sweden were 16th on the medal table with 4 gold, 4 silver and 3 bronze, a total of 11 medals there. So we are left between Hungary and New Zealand. One of these is right, one of these is wrong, and we have completed the board proper because we do have one more bid to go from Not a Cat. And they've gone with New Zealand. If they are right, then going to be in prime territory to try and take over the lead ahead of Oren. If it's wrong, it's a big crash down to 0. New Zealand is a correct answer, Not a Cat. Very well done. Not a Cat with New Zealand 11th on the medal table with 10 gold, 7 silver, 3 bronze medals, a total of 20 medals in all. Very, very well done there on getting the New Zealand final answer there. And Hungary, our other one, is a wipeout. 14th on the medal table with 6 gold, 7 silver and 6 bronze, a total of 19 medals in all. That was, I believe, a perfect bid with 33,000 doots. We'll go over to the summary right now. We've got a few players ending on 0 on that board. We've got one final board left to go. Tadaro is our first non-zero with 2,000. We then climb up to 10,500 with Fast Feet's Mix. And top of all right now is Oren on 37,500 doots. But Sunny Cat, congrats. On a 33,000, that is phenomenal performance there on that board. Very well done. But it's not yours yet. You've still got one more board to play. And board number 3 comes courtesy of Colo Colo. And remember, you still need to give me at least a bid of 1 to survive. If you give me no bid and you have some dukes at risk, I will be wiping you out here. So please give me at least 1 answer. Board number 3. We are building an empire to stand the test of time. Sandwiches again. What, the Earl of Sandwich, clearly, yes. What were we thinking, folks? Historic empires. Oh, shoot. Civilization. Civilization. Civ. Sid Meier's Civilization. Age of Empires. Civ. Civ. The sun never sets on the British Empire. I think the majority of you are going the right way on this one. Here we go. The question's this. Which 11 of these historical figures have appeared as a leader of their civilization in the Civilization series of games? My name is Ozymandias, King of Kings. Look on my works, ye mighty, and despair. Players will need to identify the historical figures that have appeared as a leader of their civilization. I'm being very specific on those words. Leader of their civilization, because I'm aware there are leaders in other particular guises within a civilization, but is not strictly the leader of a civilization, if that makes any sort of sense to you. We are looking for leaders of civilizations in any of the games in the Civilization series 1 through to 6, and we are including expansions, but not mods. There may be some mod civs added in through like Steam Workshop or something. We're not counting those. We are counting regular series range 1 through 6 plus expansions to the Civ series. We are not currently counting Civ 7. We're obviously aware that's a thing that's happening, but we're not counting those games right now. Civ 1 through to 6 plus expansions that were officially released by themselves, not mod civs, okay? We will give you the names of 16 historical figures along with the name of the civilization that they would be the leader of. Select them if they are, avoid them if they're not. And again, I will stress, they need to be figures that have appeared as the leader of their civilization. They may appear in the game as a character for a civilization, but not necessarily strictly the leader of the civilization listed. I'm going to put that caveat in there before people get very snarky with me, because when I was looking through things, one of them is very, very, very close to being a thing that I can't take, but I am strictly taking it that way. Exactly, Score. No great persons or the like. So if you're all ready, good luck, and
Answers are...
here are your answers. 45 seconds starts now! Remember, minimum bid of 1 if you've got dukes at risk. Get those bids in. I think everybody that had dukes at risk has given me at least a bid of 1. That's what I like to see. Last few seconds. Get those final bids in. And yes, they are indeed names, Pokenuts. So all of the bids are in. Oren at the top has gone for a bid of 2. Not a Cat has gone just for a single bid of 1. The biggest bid we've got is Cetra's gone with 11. Very interesting. Drahuska has also gone with a bid of 11. Biggest bid outside of those two looks like 7s. Yes, it looks like a 7 from Clive, from Dev, and from Topper and Shadowmane. Oh no, sorry, there is an 8 as well down there. Why is a Goku move here, says Prey? Well, we'll talk more about that when we get there, maybe. Shall we start? I think we shall. We're going to go with Hannibal of Carthage. Hannibal of Carthage, you say? Hannibal of Carthage is correct. Yeah. Was in Civilization 2, 3, and 4 as a leader of Carthage. Hannibal was the leader of Carthage. Nicely done on identifying that. Anybody get out on that one? Brian is out on 15,000, so well done on your 1 and done. Ooh, hello. Unity's doing a thing. Next, Stalin for Russia. Correct answer, yes. In Civilization 1 and 4, Stalin was the leader of Russia, the Russian civilization. And we've got K-Jarves out on 24,500 looks of things. Nicely done. A few others also claiming out on that particular bid. Communist test! Next, Winston Churchill off of England fame. Winston Churchill, England in it. Absolutely right, yes. Civilization 4 is where you would find Winston Churchill of England. And we've got, Nolacat is out on 33,500 right now. Chris is looking for 1 more at the top row there. Tips is looking for 2. Clive is still looking for 5 more. That is quite a bold bid still to go. Next up, we're going to Constantine I for Rome. Constantine I for Rome. And this is where I'm being snippy. Yeah, not the leader of the civilization, but was what is known as a military leader of the Byzantines, of its Eastern Roman type in Civilization 3. Yeah, I can't remember the exact name of who was the leader of the Rome Empire in Civ 3, but it wasn't Constantine I. Constantine I was listed on the Civ Wikipedia as a military leader, but not leader of the Civ. That's why I had a very, very picky thing about saying that, because I knew that one name was there and was a bit... was good old Caesar in Civ 3, says Score. Well, thank you very much for covering that bit of information up. So, yeah, hard luck there on picking Constantine I. Was not the leader of Rome in any of the Civs, but was military leader in Civ 3. Didn't class as the leader of the Civ, I'm afraid. Very, very picky, I'm afraid. Sorry. Next, we're going to... Going to Otto von Bismarck for Germany. Oren's hoping so anyway. 1 bid to go. Is it right? You are right to go with Otto von Bismarck.
Tier 100, you're doing a great job hosting, Ash.
Oh, I'm really not. I'm struggling over all my words tonight, Monte, but thank you for the 100 bits. I do appreciate the well wish. Yes, Otto von Bismarck for Germany. Yes, Civ 3, 4, and 5 is Otto for the German civilization. Well done on identifying that. Oren, currently banked out on 39,000. If we don't go for another round of bidding, that will be what you take home in this game tonight. Next, we're going to... the Goku move. Kamehameha for Polynesia. Yeah, it is a move that Goku uses. Yes, you're absolutely right. But it is also the name of a famous historical figure. Kamehameha. Of Polynesia, though? Yeah, of Polynesia. Yes, in Civ 5 you would find Kamehameha. Very well done on identifying that. How are we doing? Mr. Vertigo and Chris still looking for 1. Tipster's still looking for 2. Ralph's looking for 3 to go. Cetra's still looking for 6. Cetra, you're still on track. There are exactly 6 left to go. Drahuska has already hit a wipeout, so we will not be getting the maximum on this one. But Cetra, you are on track. Next, we're going to Charles de Gaulle for France. You're right to do so, Charles de Gaulle for France. Yes, in Civ 4. Charles de Gaulle for France in Civilization 4. That was one of Tipster's. Still 1 to go, though. Cetra still on track. 5 to go. Natter's looking for 5 more to go as well. Next up, we're going to Meiji in Japan. The Meiji Restoration... I'm afraid not. No, Meiji has not been a leader of the Japanese civilization in any of the Civ games I do. Is not correct, I'm afraid. Is a wipeout. Unfortunate there. And Cetra, that was one of your wipeouts there. I think we're going to say goodbye to that, but good performance. Might be in Civ 7, says Ralph. Okay. I didn't actually look at the Civ 7 list, but we did put that as a caveat ahead of time that we weren't counting Civ 7 for this particular thing. It's Meiji. It's Meiji, Natter, yeah. Not Magi. It's not... No, that's a different word. Next. Robert the Bruce for Scotland. For Mr. Vertigo and for Tipster. Robert the Bruce? Robert the Bruce, absolutely, yes, for Civ 6. The Scottish civilization there, Robert the Bruce in Civ 6. Well done there for Miss Vertigo and Tipster banking out. Chris, we're still looking for 1. Mark and Silver Electron also still looking for 1. BC's looking for 2. Let's keep going. Oni's also looking for 2 as well. But not this one. Silver Electron and BC are looking for this one, though. Margaret the First for Denmark. Margaret the First for Denmark in Civ? No. Again, not a leader of any Civ in any of the Civilization games I could see. So that is a wipeout. Hard luck there. Not you picking Robert the Bruce because you're patriotic at all, Prey. No, not at all. Okay. Situation is 4 correct answers, 2 wipeouts left on the board. Only's still looking for 2. Mark's looking for 1. Chris is looking for 1. And we're going to Scheherazade, or Scheherazade, for Persia. Only's gone for it. Scheherazade? Scheherazade? Persia in it? Yes! In Civilization 2 is where we find Scheherazade. Very well done. There we go. So Scheherazade was an artifact of Civ 2, wanting 1 male and 1 female leader for each Civ, and Scheherazade, despite being likely fictional, is a great example of a Persian legendary leader, to be fair. Sorry, been reading up on Civ leaders recently. It's prep for 7, and as history revision, to be fair. Thank you for all the information in their score. It's certainly a lot more information than I've got. Only you're looking for 1 now. Mark, you're looking for 1. Chris is looking for 1. Benjamin Netanyahu. Yeah, we're not there. Next, we're going to Haile Selassie. Haile Selassie for Oni and for Mark here to complete their bids for Ethiopia. Haile Selassie? You are right to go for Haile Selassie for Civ 5. Very well done on that pick. Currently banking out there on 12,000 and 10,500 respectively, should I say. Chris, you're still looking for 1. There are 2 good answers left on the board. And there are 2 wipeouts to avoid. Now, you're looking at the board of answers over on the right-hand side there. There's only 1 number left, and it's Chris. So we're going to be going to your pick next no matter what. But after that, we still need to get another answer revealed in order to complete the round of bidding. We don't know how many other answers have been given yet in the wipeout zone, but we will process them. Let's see what your answer is first, though, Chris. And you go with Pericles, Greece, along with a few answers in the wipeout zone. So, you need this right to get some points, otherwise you are wiping out no matter what. But then after this, you also need to hope that we've got at least 2 other answers to go for, or 1 other answer that goes the same way that you do. Pericles, Greece. You're safe, Chris. You are absolutely safe. Pericles was in Civilization 4 and 6 as the leader of Greece. So you are currently locked in on 22,500 doots. But I need to reveal another answer at the very least here. If I can't reveal another answer, we will go for another round of bidding. I can reveal another answer. 5 players in the wipeout zone have gone for Liliuokalani, something like that. Liliuokalani. Oh, that's a different word. Liliuokalani for Hawaii. If this is Lilo and Stitch, no. If this is the final correct answer, the board is complete. If this is a wipeout, we are still not complete. We will need to reveal another answer to complete the board proper. Liliuokalani. Well, we're going for the full haul here. That is a wipeout answer, yeah. Not a leader, but was a great musician in Civilization 6. Liliuokalani for Hawaii was a great musician for the Hawaiian civilization in Civ 6. So it comes down to Christina for Sweden and William Tell for Switzerland. If we reveal another answer, we are done. If we don't reveal another answer, good news, folks. It's a 50-50. But we're not going that way. We do have another answer to reveal. 3 players in the wipeout zone have gone for Christina. Sweden means we are locked in. Christina, are you right? You are right. That was the final correct answer on the board. Christina is in Civilization 6 as the leader of Sweden, and the other answer there, William Tell, was available as a custom Civ for Civilization 5, but as a download through Steam Workshop, that kind of thing. It was not an official Civilization in Civ 5 or any other Civ series, I'm afraid. So yeah, there we go. Board has been completed. Thank you to Colo, to JPB, and also to Oren for all of the boards in tonight's game. Let's go over the final scores. And hopefully this will pay out the Dukes proper as well. Quite a few ending on a 0 hard luck, but thank you very much for playing. Danny, you are going to be getting at least 500 roots there. As we go up the board, we've got Chris, Tipster, K-Giles, Mr. Vertigo, Sunny Cal, 33,500. Our winner tonight, Oren, 39,000 Dukes. And I'm hoping to God that the Dukes have just been paid out. I'm going to look at my ledger, and I can see the numbers have paid out as it's actually worked. The Dukes have actually worked this time. Bloody hell. It's almost like I set the setting to do the right thing, and then it all magically works. Dukes have been paid out. I mean, you still get your 0 Dukes. Actually, does it log 0 Dukes in that case? I actually need to look at the ledger now. Does it actually pay out 0 Dukes in that case? Not for Wipeout, but it did pay 0 Dukes to Clive for Relativity. God damn it. It still pays 0 Dukes to Relativity, but not in Wipeout for some reason. Okay, fair enough. That's the thing. But yes, the Dukes actually did the thing tonight. I'm glad it all paid out tonight. Did in fact everything pay out properly tonight? Yep, I see all the individual games have all the individual values, so everything did get paid out properly tonight. That's what I love to see. By the way, Dukes should have been accounted for the previous game of 5 Minutes to Fortune. If they haven't gone through, please let me know on Discord, and I will try and rectify that. Well, again, thank you very much to Oren, to JPB, to Colo for the 3 boards of Wipeout this evening. I hope you enjoyed playing these boards tonight, and I hope you also enjoyed Relativity earlier, written by Solar Espion and proofed by Inca. It was a lovely, lovely game of Relativity as well. Right, we've got one final thing left to do in tonight's stream, of course, is the wheel spin. Before I do that, I'll do some quick continuity just to give you some information as to what's happening over the weekend, because tomorrow evening at 8 p.m. Ben will be back with Game Night, not Quiz Night. Jesus Christ, I'm getting all the names mixed up tonight. Game Night Season 16, kicking it off tomorrow evening at 8 p.m. I'll even give him a proper shout out and everything. Shout out Royal_Flush. There we go. Tomorrow evening at 8 p.m. You've got Plinko the Quiz as your warm-up game. You've got Danger Zone as your first main game, and you've got The Abyss after that. So that's going to be a lovely game, lovely stream to start out. Game Night Season 16 over on Ben's side of things, Royal_Flush. And then on the Sunday, let me go over to Mr. Topper One Gaming. I'll do shout out in the traditional manner, twitch.tv/Topper One Gaming. He's back, baby. Season 8 for Mr. Topper One Gaming occurs on the Sunday evening at 8 p.m. and you've got Cloud9 followed by Slam. Yes, say Slam. Slam will be back on October the 13th on the Sunday. It's like he never left. And then the week after that, you've got, oh God, Krypton Factor. I should be there for that Krypton Factor. I missed out previously because I was all away and doing things, but I should be there on Krypton Factor for October 20th and next Sunday. I would imagine you've got JB in the Dumpster Lounge doing some Wheel After Dark over the weekend. You probably also have the final 11 of C100 as well to look forward to. And of course, he'll be getting on to Extra Life streams very, very soon as well. Extra Life 2024 is on its way. We've got Super Pressy Luck already unlocked. The next milestone listed is at $600 for guest game show number 1. You've got milestones all the way up to $5,000. If you can get all the way up to that, then JB will apparently shave his beard, hair, and eyebrows off. Oh my goodness me, that is a lot of stuff to be losing, but all in the name of charity for Extra Life. If you can raise $5,000 for his fundraising efforts. When does 2MD start? Soon, this Sunday. Anything else I need to catch up on? I think that's everything else. I will be back next Wednesday with some more streams. What have I got for you on Wednesday's stream? I've got Brain Teaser, I've got All Clued Up, I've got The Drop. That's happening next Wednesday. And then next Friday we've got Quiz Cubed as our warm-up game, and we've got 1000 Heartbeats as our main game across the entire stream on the Friday. So some good streams, some good games to look forward to on the next 2 streams. Of course, 2-minute drill. That will be happening over on the Dumpster Lounge side of things very, very soon as well. In fact, let me give JB Henry a proper shout out there. Henry XYB, there we go. All sorted there. Right. Spin wheel time? I think so. Let's do it. Let's get over here. Press this button. And spin a wheel that doesn't clap. I still need to fix it. We'll get a new wheel. Oh, we're going to be here a while. We'll be here a while, folks. It's time for some tipping point. Right, okay. 25,000 for tipping point, eh? We'll do something like that then. 25,000. And I will do it as a poll in a moment. Now, I need to go to the Tipping Point website and sort that all out. So, let me sort that out. You close Wipeout. Don't need that running right now. Let's close that. Open up Tipping Point. And if you're ready, do that. Noise! Let me switch to that camera there.
Cheer 370 Gra quizzing night. Ash, see you on Wednesday. First quiz night of year 37.
Thank you very much for the 370 bits there, Brian. Appreciate that. Is my stream okay? Is my stream okay? My preview is doing all of the lag right now. Is stream okay? Please tell me stream is okay. Looking fine. Okay. I'll chalk that up as my stream preview is being an arse right now. Okay, so it is tipping point. I need to press a button. What do I need to press to get the music to happen? Let's go bed number 3. Oh no, that's F5. I don't want to press F5 in a browser, do I? Let's press F4 instead. Oh, that does that. Let's do that. Let's not do that. I keep forgetting that I've set the bloody shortcuts to things that happen in a web browser, and that's not a good thing to do, is it? Maybe I should just change them. Also, that's a thing. Oh, there you go. Well done. Let's change that to that. There you go. That's that bed. I don't care about that bed. Let's go with that bed instead. I don't care. Let's undo that one then as that. Let's do that one and play bed 3. Yeah, we'll go with that bed. There we go. Control-Alt-Delete. Yeah, I should do that, shouldn't I? Right. Let's get that music playing. And I need to do a prediction. So, let me show this thing. Let me do this prediction. Thanks, Chris. Thanks, Chris. Thank you for joining. Appreciate you. Yeah, we're not doing that. Right. I need to do a thing where I pick a prize counter and do a thing. And let's chuck it in. Well, actually, no, Chris, I'll ask you since you did the thing. Since you did the thing, Chris, and the music's just going to keep playing apparently right now. Chris, pick a drop zone, would you please? Since you just did a thing. Pick a drop zone. Drop zone 3? All right, line it up. And I'll give you a button. Press the button. I'm going to let you set the stage. There you go. Well, this music is going to be playing all the time now, apparently. I think I have a reset button for that. I'll look at it in a moment. Let's go down there. Will the jackpot counter go over the tipping point in 14 counters or fewer? That is going to be our prediction. Yes and no. And huzzah! Have £50. Doesn't matter. Where is reset music? Stop music backspace. Thank you. I remember there was a thing I did to do that. So, we've set the stage. I'm now going to give you your prediction, hopefully. He says, as it doesn't show up. Fantastic. Why is that not showing? Why is that not showing? That's actually a good question. Supposed to be showing me a poll. Oh, God. What is going on right now? Downstream Kia, you're on, right? The alerts are on, but no one's at home. Game capture. Yes. Game capture is there. Yes, hi. Where's the thing, then? Where is the thing? Or do I not have that captured right now? Unity capture number 3. There it is! I found it! I forgot I turned it off for the Secret Fortune shenanigans. So, that is your prediction. Will the jackpot counter go over the tipping point in 14 counters or fewer? I'm activating it now. You'll need to say it again. If you already said it earlier, I've activated it now. But I'll be the one to put the counters in. I'll try and do it as best as I can. I'll always try and play to get the counter out. But it'll be under my control. Chris set the stage by joining the room code and putting the counter in. But it'll be my play of the game throughout. And I'll give you a few more seconds to make a prediction. And you'll get 25,000 doots each if you are right on the prediction. So there's quite a lot of doots on the line here. We're not splitting the doots here. We are giving you each 25,000 doots if you get it right. Each! I know, right? Right. I'm going to press reset. I'm going to set it back to the regular counter as well. And I'm going to count down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to hide it away. And they have locked in. So, good luck with your prediction. Shall we start off with our first counter in the machine? Drop zone 3. And we're going to go now. Nice. Good start. Would have been better if that actually slid out then, but we should still be okay. No rider just yet. Good first push. And okay, he's nice push there as well. And mystery over as well. Nice good start. That's 1 down, 13 to go. Let's drop zone 3 again. And go. This is counter number 2. Get down. Nice! Really good start, this. Really good start. Already on the edge of the top shelf after 2. I'm going to get a bit of a flop there. I'm going to get that noise, but making good progress. 2 down, and we're already at the top shelf edge. Drop zone 3 again, please. And go. And get down. Oh, it's in a good position again. It's in a really good position. I should have done a slightly different prediction on the poll. Could have done 4 options here. Could have had some proper true believers. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. 3 down, and it's already on the bottom shelf. We're doing very well. Drop zone 3. Let's keep going. Counter number 4 going. I mean... Oh, it's sliding over. We might be filling a space here. We might be filling a space on this one. Yeah, we are going to fill that space. That's absolutely fine. We needed to do that. Let's continue. Drop zone 3 for counter number 5. And make it happen. Okay. All right. Bit too far over on the right. But again, it's just sort of filling some gaps up. And okay, we're getting those over. Got a bit of lateral, actually, from that little nudge. A little bit of lateral on that one. That's 5 down. Let's make it number 6. Back in drop zone 3. Counter number 6 going now. And that's gone over to the left-hand side. Might get some other lateral from this side then. A bit too far away for that. Okay. Not too bad. I mean, we've been doing very well to get to this point after 6 as well. Let's continue on to the halfway point. Counter number 7. And it goes in. Okay. We might get some movement here. Oh, yeah. Just a little nudge. Just the tiniest of nudges there. Another one over the tipping point, but not our prize counter. Halfway point. We're in a good situation. Let's keep going. Drop zone 3 for counter number 8. Get in the middle. Stay in the middle. That would be nice. Don't ride. We're good. Push down. Nice. Okay. Making some progress. We're near the edge. We're near the tipping point. That's what we like to see. That's 8 down. We've got another 6 to go. Counter number 9. Let's keep it going. Yes. Oh, we like this. Oh, okay. Just filling some gaps there. Filling some gaps. Okay, moving on. Counter number 10 coming in now. Got a lovely line up there if we can get it just right. And we might have just gotten it just right. Looking good. Oh, not quite there though. It is now hanging over the tipping point after 10. Here's the situation. We've got 4 counters left to go. And we're in a very good situation. We just need one more chain to get through. And it's there. Counter 11. Oh, it's a bit too far to the left, maybe, unless we get some ricochet action. It's ricocheted the wrong way. A little bit of lateral nudging there, but nothing to make anything easier. 3 left to go. Counter number 12 going in the machine now. Oh, it's gone over to the left again. We're getting stuff falling over, but a bit too far away from the prize counter to make a difference. Again, another lateral nudge. Not really making the difference. We're going to get a second push. And again, another lateral nudge. It's getting closer and closer to the edge. But not quite there yet. 2 counters left to go. Surely we've got to get it now. Surely we've got to get it now. Counter 13 going in. Oh, it's gone to the left a bit. Has a chance of riding. It's gone flat. Depending on how this push goes, it could ricochet over to the right-hand side. It does a little. But I think it's just going to fill a spot. It's just going to fill a spot. It all comes down to this final counter. Counter 14. Here we go. It was looking so good so early on. But just to get that final distance, it's gone over to the left. We need some proper lateral motion here. I mean, it's sliding over. It's doing its best it can. But it's just going to flop. And that is the end. So if I bring it back again, bring back the poll, I'm afraid it's a no. Paying the nose out to the 25,000. That should be it. 25,000 over to the 11 winners. Well done if you said no. But we've got to find out exactly how many actually needed to get over the edge to get there. Would it have been one more or not? Would it have been 15? Let's see. Each Tadaru. Well, I mean, the situation looks like it would have been good. Oh, I mean, this is basically guaranteed at this point. Yeah. Just one more counter would have done it. Just one counter.
Cheer 100.
No, it was close, yet so far. I can't believe it. 1 away from victory.
1 away from victory. Thank you very much for the 100 bits there, TVP at Polska. It would have been 15 counters in order to complete the game. Just one more. Off by 1. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Space exploding, wipe out, and 1 away from victory. Another day in the life. Voice drip. Oh, man. Well, I hope you still enjoyed your time here at Quiz Night, regardless of how it all played out there. Thank you very much for tuning in. I will be back next Wednesday for some more Quiz Night. I'll also be around next Friday as well. So, did the is the direct relief up now? Is direct relief up now? It is going, you say. We have a quick look. Yes, it is going right now. So we can go right into Games Done Quick. There we go. We'll go right into Games Done Quick and enjoy some direct relief done quick. Some DRDQ. Thank you very much for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your week. Stay nice and toasty as well out there. I know it's a bit cold in the UK right now, but yeah, stay nice and toasty, and we'll see you soon. See you on Wednesday for some more Quiz Night, or maybe in other parts for some more quizzing and gaming around our community as well. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye.
Cheer 100.
Stay cool, Britain.